All right, welcome back. Hopefully that worked. Okay, now I see things moving. So, I would like to apologize for that incredibly awkward intro. That's just me talking, and nothing but silence.
Wonderful.
You know, things happen sometimes.
Isn't that a good intro, though?
Yeah, just me sitting there. Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
We're just summoning the dark gods.
Don't worry about it.
Finding so, you won't quite finding
He's,
so.
The lights just darken in every viewer's house.
We are professionals. So, last time, after awaking from Talon's dream walk, you guys, in desperate need of food, agreed to travel out with many of the locals and go on a hunt. After coming across a cyborg and battling it, you guys managed to kill the creature and brought it back to the town, where you enjoyed a fairly hearty breakfast and kind of got used to a little bit of the strange way that the town deals. It was a bit different being in a town that has a lack of any sort of economy or exchange or anything of that nature. Eventually, you guys decided that it was best to get moving, and you head up the path. And after a little bit of travel, you guys realized how far you truly would have had to go in order to reach your goal, which is the dewy dips below Winter's Eye. And so, after taking a group vote that involved a phone call, Skelly was unanimously outvoted to travel through the mountain pass.
She's not even here for it.
No, she's not.
Oh.
Meg, if you're watching this, I don't think anybody's sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. After spending the first night in the caves, you guys were approached by a small goblin while Ghost was on watch by the name of Rundin, who claimed that there had been some strange happenings with his goblin colony, and that he wanted you guys, as a group of strong, seasoned adventurers, to kill Durandar, who is some dark entity that I believe Ronan recognized as a name having something to do with the Dreaming Dark.
Yeah.
Traveling deep into the mountains, Rundin led you through different twists and turns and paths, so you guys are no longer sure of your own direction. Finally, leading you to the entrance of his home. But he refused to enter, to the point of attempting to kill himself by biting his own tongue off, which you guys thwarted. Ghost decided to scout ahead and was besought by a vision of himself within the Dreaming Dark, feeling alone, afraid, and neglected as an outcast of the Lunari. And that is where we're going to pick up today.
Mr. Dungeon Master, sir? Can you bring the map up?
I can bring the map up.
Yes, bring the map up so I can tell you where I'm
Dying at?
crying in fetal position at.
Is that new?
Is that new?
Oops. So Ghost is right about up here.
There? Yep. Perfect.
In the fetal position.
And
In
then
the
we're
fetal
just
position.
right like here, right?
Yes.
As we just...
Oh, you got your... Nice.
He's always just aiming directly at people's heads.
Just amazing.
Just right at Talon.
Die and you die.
Should we have one for
Oh,
SPZ?
I don't have one for... Yeah, we'll use this. It's big and tough.
You have Sterlings?
Oh, no, we've got one.
Oh, there you go. That
Is
works.
there actual one? Oh, no.
No, that's Reggie.
That's Reggie.
What's that claw?
Oh, that's I think it was, but that's the goblin.
All right.
That's a Oops.
He's dead. He's dead.
Man down! Man down!
All right.
Oh yeah, Skelly also almost killed the goblin last week.
Yeah, a couple of you almost killed the goblin last week.
Let's just be clear on something. We're not killing things in the name of ghost. Let's all just be clear on that. Just so we know.
You're not killing things?
Yeah, we're not killing things. We're not.
Yeah.
We've done better, right? We've lessened casualties, minus the cyborg. We've lessened casualties.
Minus the cyborg.
Have we not?
Unfortunately, the cyborg was made of meat.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
And we were hungry.
And, you know, survival first, right?
Yeah.
So, in the name of ghost, we're good people. We have totally changed our ways. This goblin should have been dead 30 minutes ago.
We ended the cyborg quickly. Would it have done the same? Unclear.
We'll see.
That's all.
We'll see.
We're good people. We're good people. That's the name of our group, the good people.
I'm the fucking moral compass of this fucking group.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
The village people.
We're good people.
I went from not the moral compass to the moral compass.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kazuya leaving the group.
Your no killing rule has
He
really.
wasn't a moral compass either.
No, that's
Oh my gosh. He's Oliver Queen. He doesn't kill people anymore. So neither do we.
Yeah.
You're the arrow.
I'm Green Arrow now.
No, you're just a guy in a fetal position. You're just arrow.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Rather be that than Aquaman.
Hey, don't you talk about Arthur Curry like that. I will not stand for that talk.
Hey, come help me.
Anyway, we're back to D&D.
Can you come to the water? Bring him to the water. I can do something if you bring him to the water.
Okay, this isn't robot chicken.
Anyway, what do you guys want to do?
Arthur Curry is the water.
Okay. Is that the legit distance from where we're standing to where Ghost is?
Yes,
With my dark vision, would I be able to see 5, 10?
I believe your dark vision goes 60 feet, so yeah, you would be able to see
Okay.
him lying there in a fetal position. Immediately in front of you is a collection of dead bodies.
Didn't you say there were fairies
Yeah,
there
there's
too?
fairies, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. Hovering above them are what seem to be, having seen Talon cast Fairy Fire, you're familiar with the way the spell looks. It's that hovering over these dead bodies.
Would I get the inclination that they are what they actually are, like fairies, fake creatures?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Not good. 9.
You're not sure what these things are, but they are not of the Feywilds.
I would kind of caution everyone back and just kind of hold Ronan like that.
I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay. Please remind me of what that triggers for.
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 4 times per long rest.
Celestial Fey Fiend and Undead, right?
Yep.
And what is the distance on it?
60 feet.
I think they'd be within 60.
That's not what I'm counting.
Oh.
I appreciate the note, though. Okay. So you send it out, and it washes over the dead bodies and the hovering fairy creatures, and you're a little disappointed because you don't get a ping.
Okay.
All of a sudden, beyond Ghost's body, you get a ping.
Good enough for me. Ronan is going to push through Talon's arm and beeline it to Ghost.
Okay. As you cross the threshold of where these bodies lie, the fairy lights suddenly stop shimmering and erupt in a single continuous beam of green light, and it, instead of being like a light bulb illuminating all directions, it narrows like a cone and focuses on you.
Okay.
And just keep moving.
Here in your mind, they're not Fae.
Yep, still going.
You walk forward. The light follows you as you do, like a stage light.
Fourth kind.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
As they're doing this, I'm gonna kind of am I noticing this that the cone of light is just?
Oh, you can absolutely. Yeah, they're not. It's not a subtle thing.
I'm gonna stop where I'm at. So I would say I got to about right here and noticed it, and now I'm just gonna move this way and see if the light comes with me.
It does.
I'm gonna move back, and then this way, light come with me.
Continue following you
It's coming from the fairies.
from the shimmering lights. You're not sure what they are.
Okay.
I need everybody to go ahead and make a perception check. Except Ghost.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You had a bit of a thing happen.
I am not
Based off smell or hear?
coherent.
It is based off
at
hearing.
this point.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked, because I keep forgetting you do that.
Yep. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
8.
Interesting. I have dice.
16 for Grendel
Interesting.
and 13 for Skelly.
Impressive that you rolled 2 11.
Everybody but Ronan and Ghost. You suddenly hear chattering. And it sounds almost similar to a rabbit munching a little bit. And then you realize there are words associated with it. Have to see who speaks it. Grendel, you actually can make out the words. So they are spoken in Abyssal. The rest of you hear what sounds like almost a very soft screeching sound. Not dissimilar from like nails scraping on chalkboards, but not nearly that loud, just at that pitch. Grendel, you hear the words, "We should feast, we should chew, he's not ours yet. Let them have him, then we have him."
Grendel freezes and cocks his gun,
Okay.
and where's the voices coming from?
They seem to be coming from all around. In fact, actually, being as familiar as you are with telekinesis, you can tell this is actually coming from inside your mind. It is an auditory sound, but it's coming from within your mind.
I'm gonna immediately screech back at everything, telepathically at everything in sight.
Okay, go ahead and make an insight check. That's essentially what he's doing right now, yes.
Give me my chicken tendies.
16.
Grindel, keep that number in mind, please. And then roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier. Actually, add your spell attack, whatever that would be.
I don't have a spell attack.
You don't have spells? Okay, so that's your spellcasting modifier plus your proficiency.
I don't have spell like intelligence
Yeah,
since I'm a die.
yeah, in that case, yes, that's what it would be. Thank you. My brain was blanking out.
Plus
on
my
that.
proficiency.
Yes.
Don't forget you have inspiration.
Oh yeah. I think they're the same card then.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
So I got 14 plus 8, so 22.
Okay, hand me your card, please. So you guys see this beam of light start following Ronan, and then most of you, hear a screeching in your mind, and then you hear Grendel just give out a blast of energy from his own mind. Grendel, you see these lights burst and scatter, and the beam of light that was following Ronan dissipates until it's just a general green, sickly glow.
Did I see any reaction from Ghost? From,
Ghost appears to be conscious.
As soon as the light dissipates, Ronan's back
yeah,
on his
I'm
path.
gonna head towards.
Okay.
Keep an eye out at that general area where the beam was coming from, and start heading towards Ghost.
Ronan, as you reach the spot where Ghost lies, The world drops out around you.
They're fucking hoping.
You find yourself tumbling and tumbling into blackness. There is no up, there is no down. You are only falling towards nothing and by nothing. And you lose sense of time and space and belonging. All you have is the infinite plunge. And you feel that you would be sick, only there is no you to be sick. There's only the sensation of the fall. And as quickly as it all started, you stop. Your feet plant into black sand. The sand rises up around your ankles, and it almost feels as if hands have gripped them, finding it difficult to move, difficult to feel. In front of you is a black, glossy stone pillar.
So he just hits the ground.
He doesn't hit the ground in the sense of having dropped. There's just now ground beneath him.
He's pretty much next to Ghost.
Yes. He's not on the floor.
What do I have with me?
You have all your weapons, all your gear.
And what's in front of me? Just a pillar?
A big stone pillar.
Like an obelisk or...
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Is there anything on it?
Oh no.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Investigation. Oh, I'm good at those. Not that good. 12.
You reach forward, you're kind of inspecting it, you're not really familiar, you don't know what this is. Curiously, you reach out with 2 fingers and touch it, and instead of it being solid, the giant block of obsidian ripples like water. Fascinated, you stare at it. The rippling doesn't stop, it grows in greater and greater, and then you realize it's not rippling, there are waves crashing, and you realize as it turns from a black purplish hue into a solid dark blue, it's waves crashing, and you realize you're not looking forward, you're looking down. You're on the deck of a ship, and you look around, you find yourself in the gust of wind, and there's rain and thunder blowing every which way. Thunder crashes overhead, and you look around and you see a giant storm giant standing over the visions of the boat. And you panic, realizing where you are. Another burst of lightning goes off, and you already know this moment. As you turn, you watch as Zeke is struck by the bolt of lightning, and his form drops, changing into the changeling form, true form that he has, as he falls to the boat dead. And you witness the rest of the crew of the Blue Baron desperately trying to find something to do, and then the moment stops, and you watch Lan slowly pull out the red book. What would you like to do?
Is my divine sense still going off?
It is not.
Okay.
Welcome to your fear, buddy boy.
I am going to use Channel Divinity.
Okay. What would you like to use?
I'm going to use the Abjure Extraplanar. You can use Channel Divinity to invest your presence with the warding power of your faith. Oh no, that's Watcher's Will. Hold on. Abjure. Here we go. You can use your Channel Divinity to castigate unworldly beings. As an action, you can present your holy symbol, and each elemental, fey, fiend, or aberration within 30 feet of you that can hear you must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Okay. And what's the DC on that?
Should be 14.
You hold up your holy symbol and you whisper the words, and a burst of light, shining the color of the red moon, flies out from it. And you see it hit the storm giant.
You said the red moon?
The red moon.
That's new. I'll take that.
And it hits the storm giant full off, and you see its eyes flash red. And it appears to overcome Channel Divinity. And you see Lan desperately scrawling in the book, trying to find an answer. before a lifelessness takes over Land's eyes, and he too drops to the boat dead. You feel anger and sadness wash over you as this familiar piece of the tale plays out. But the vision doesn't end, nor does the giant dissipate. Instead, the giant points to Talon, and a wave crashes over the boat and pulls him with it, and you watch as Talon disappears beneath the waves. What would you like to do?
Ronan's gonna pray.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Plus 3. That's a 17, and I'm going to use my inspiration, which brings it to a 26.
Okay.
God damn.
So, you kneel and begin to pray in a desperate act just to make it stop. And you see the shining form of the four ladies of the moon begin to descend and encircle you. When a black arrow fires off from the side farther than you can see, and impales all four of them, spine through, and then out of the ribcage. You've never seen, you weren't even aware necessarily, if deities can be killed. But you do watch as all four of them are impaled and disappear and sink beneath the waves. And you feel the connection that you had with them disappear.
Because Ronan was on this moment, or was there when Lan and Zeke died, do I now know that this is bullshit?
Make a general intelligence check for me.
Your gods are dead. Your friends are dead. Well, this is much worse than my
Oh, shit.
Maybe.
3.
You know that this already happened, but you feel that it's also happening. And you can't tell if this is a memory. It can't be a memory because this isn't what happened. Is it a replay of the events? Is it a nightmare? Is it another timeline of events? It feels very real to you. It feels far more real than any dream you've ever had.
You're in the multiverse of madness.
Yeah. The music is just.
Yeah. Good shit on the music, by the way.
Thank you. Talon does not resurface from the waves. And all of a sudden, Ronan, there is a piercing pain that enters the small of your back. And you actually feel your spine split. And a narrow blade exits out the front of your stomach. And as you fall backwards, you look up and see the burning red eyes of Kazuya.
Damn it, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Me and you were on the fucking same wavelength
Like,
with
you
that.
feel a pain in your back, and I was like, oh no.
And as he looks down at you, you hear him hiss into your ears in a voice that you know and yet don't know it all at once. All your strength, all your words, and all your practice. And you can't save anyone. And as you lay on the deck of the ship, the world around you slowly fades, and once again you're falling, and falling, and falling. And when you come to, you're laying on the stone floor of the Goblin Caves.
Okay. Am I conscious?
You're conscious. Ghost is conscious next to you. He is sobbing, but he is conscious.
I will slowly pick myself up.
As you slowly lift yourself, you hear Grendel running towards you, and your hands are shaking, and you can't stop it. And it takes you much longer than it normally would to sit upright and slowly stand.
Okay. You said Ghost is conscious, just sobbing?
I'm 1,000 yards away right now, buddy.
There is zero recognition. He does not greet you. He does not.
I'll go to pick him up.
Ghost. As you're sitting here, the vision replaying in your mind over and over and over, you suddenly feel a hand grab you in your darkness. How do you respond?
I recognize the touch,
Okay.
that it's not an enemy, so I don't lash at you. I just don't do anything.
Dead weight, okay.
Being as strong as you are able to relatively easily hoist Ghost up. And while he doesn't fight you and supports himself, there's no real response to your movement.
How much time has passed in him going over, the Ghost going over there and having that vision, and then Ronan going over there and having that vision? Instantaneous?
Grendel is still in the process of running over there.
I would accompany him, and would I be able to, just with, I guess, my innate wisdom, know that something over there is not right, with them have fallen over and...
I would say as what's your wisdom? Oh, yeah. Just process of trial and error. You've watched this now happen twice. Something's fuckery duckery over there.
Is it pretty much the same as that? As soon as they cross, it looks like a line pretty much in the sand.
As far as, I mean, there's no physical marking or
Yeah,
anything,
but
as far as what you see, that seems to be the case. You guys, you didn't see it happen to Ghost, but you watched Ronan literally run over there and then fix plant.
Grendel is gonna run
Basically.
over here a little bit towards the middle of the room and see if there's something on the other side of them that's causing this.
Okay. Go ahead and move Grendel there, please.
he's this one. So right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a perception check for me.
I would be right there with him, by the
Okay.
way. And I would be readying a spell.
Okay. What are you preparing for?
Protection from evil and good.
No, just trigger action.
Being in range to touch Ronan.
Okay. So the moment Ronan's in range, you're going to touch him. Okay.
7.
You strain your ears and eyes. I believe you're just human. Yeah. So you can't see anything beyond the range of the sickly glow, green glow down here. And as you're straining your ears, you don't hear anything from the direction that you're trying to listen in. But you do hear a voice. Evil darkness fills this place. And you recognize the voice of the psionic entity that has existed within you.
Within you.
I pull out the mortar.
Okay.
That's fucking secrets.
You guys see Grendel slowly reach behind his back and unearth a hand cannon.
What am I standing under right now?
Ceiling.
Like, are there markings or anything on the ceiling?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
How low is the ceiling?
Yeah.
It's about 15 feet.
Okay.
No, natural one.
Oh.
Yep. I've almost
Got the man.
I've almost got enough for a large pizza.
Just building up a fucking dragon horde of ones over there.
Yeah,
Gonna hit up a strip club.
Nah, fuck that.
Now I'm gonna shoot it back over here behind them.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. This would be a disadvantage.
You just Hail Mary and a shot.
Essentially,
Damn.
it might hit something.
Do I see him loading up this fucking mortar?
Well, the mortar's loaded.
Do I?
Does he know he's aiming
Yeah,
at
do
something
I
else
aim it?
besides him, though?
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me. Actually, this should just be a wisdom check.
Especially since it's such a narrow corridor.
Can I use the ability of my mask to gain advantage?
Yes, you may.
15.
You're really focused on what
Well,
is
real
going through at this moment. Okay. Talon, you can tell what's going on.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Where is this?
I don't think I would stop him. I think I'd trust him.
Oh,
As you watch this, you feel a spark in your brain, and you feel an energy burning from behind the band that covers your eyes. And you feel the quarry spirit of Vulcan rise up within you, preparing to take charge. And you have a burning confidence. Talon, you have advantage on the next attack you do.
Okay.
17.
17. Let me make sure this is the right fight that I'm thinking of and pull up the creatures that need to be in it. Yes, it is. 17.
I would be rushing for Ronan, so do I need to, like, duck under the shot or something?
I would say you two, in this case, it's a relatively narrow opening, but also given that Ronan and Ghost are not moving, I would say that he's probably not going to shoot them in the back of the head. If they were in the midst of battle, it might be a bit different. You're able to still run for them if you would like to.
Yeah, I would still run
Okay.
for Ronan.
17. So, you guys witness Grendel pull out this fucking cannon, and all of a sudden you hear a psst. Both of you feel something go flying past you. And in the darkness, you hear it.
And so if it was a hit, everything within 5 feet of it needs to make a dex save.
Ooh.
How far away from it is it from Ghost?
It's a good, well, it's, I don't know if you can see this, above table it's 20 feet past Ghost.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm good. Good.
Oh, that's why you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of like, oh shit, that's a fail. Okay, what happens if they fail?
They take a d8 fire damage
Okay, go ahead and roll that, please.
on top of the normal damage. So it's... 3d8 plus 5.
Okay, Talon, you would have reached them in the time this is happening.
Okay.
Once Talon gets to me, I say to Ghost, "Are you conscious? Are you here?"
As you whisper these words, you do feel Talon tap you, and you feel a spell, almost like an egg being cracked over your head. You feel the energy of a spell being released over you.
Okay.
So, you would have released protection from good and evil.
Okay.
17 fire damage.
17 fire damage. Is it the main damage or the...
That's the everything. If there's only one person in there.
Well, you hit one and then...
And then it and everyone...
yeah, no, it made the save.
Oh,
Nothing else near it didn't.
It was six damage for that.
Okay, that's good to know. With that, I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. And if you already are charmed, frightened, or possessed, you have advantage on any saving throw to break it.
Okay.
Okay. I did not realize how well that worked in conjunction with the Paladin's Pain.
Oh.
Well done. Because that's like literally all the same shit.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was going to work that well.
I'm gonna roll to see if Ghost even heard it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
We are cut from the same cloth, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that worked frighteningly well, honestly.
13.
13. You heard the cannon go off. You are not having a good day anymore.
Nope.
You were excited about the prospect of the warmth and energy, and now you fucking hate this place.
I don't know. Let's see what my initiative is. Garbage. That's what it is.
So what did Sally get?
16.
16. Ronan.
18.
18. Talon.
14.
Ronan, I typed 18 and it came up negative 23. I don't know why. Talon, what'd you get?
14.
What is... Grendel.
17.
17. Ghost.
14.
Wow, a lot of teens today.
I rolled a 4.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna burn my.
For me?
Yep, for you.
Oh.
Try and get you up faster.
What is it?
If I burn it on someone else, it's half.
No, if you burn it on an enemy, it's half.
Okay, so it's a +9.
Okay. So 23.
Damn.
Well, good. That may have been a really good use of inspiration.
Trying to get my friends up as soon as possible.
Alrighty.
Real quick.
Okay. Let me go ahead and take this thing off. And we will go ahead and get everything on the board here. Double check. Make sure it has.
I'm just glad I didn't misfire
Oh, give it time.
with a hand mortar. That'd be great.
I'm gonna try something here. It's probably what happens in the dream doesn't count in reality, right?
Who knows?
Okay.
Unclear.
Unclear. Is there a stab wound in your back? Who knows?
You didn't take damage in the dream, technically.
I'm gonna order pizza at break if you're cool with that.
Sure.
Okay. If you guys get tired of pizza, let me know.
Who gets tired of
when does that
fucking
happen?
pizza? Like,
Are you okay?
Maybe. I crossed the threshold. Who knows?
do you want something different?
I love playing D&D. Alright. Ghost, thanks to a use of inspiration, you are up first. Ronan, you're on deck.
Cool. Do I have my wits about me? Or no?
Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
He's right here because I have to touch him.
You did. Yeah. I cannot believe you hit something with that fucking mortar, by the way.
I'm glad I used the mask.
Was the other roll not
Did you
good?
almost misfire?
No. I never rolled before I did that.
Oh, okay.
So
I was just
I
curious.
just didn't want to roll at disadvantage for the
That's
first
fair.
time on my mortar.
That's fair.
Especially with shooting past 2 friends.
Yeah.
That's how I blow someone up.
TPK, whatever. Are you okay? Are you okay? It's the fucking invincible scene.
14.
14.
Oh, and that was one of my shots. I need
Look
to.
at
You
what they
do
need
have
to
your wits
mimic
about
a
you.
fraction of
You are
my
considered
power.
frightened.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Look at what they need to mimic a fraction of our power.
Okay, I removed one of my ammo.
Ronan, while Ghost is figuring out what he wants to do, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You have advantage on this, considering it is against being frightened.
Okay.
Come on,
Here we
yeah.
17.
17. You feel a wave of fear wash over you, but you manage to push it away.
Okay.
Cool. I will shakily pull out one of my crossbows and just look for where the shot went and just try and just pick one and shoot.
Seeing the explosion ripple, your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness, and it is considered dim light for you guys, but you can make out the enemies approaching. So go ahead and make an attack roll, considering you are frightened and the line of your...
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Dim light, how scary.
Do you want a trip to the Dreaming Dark Town?
It could get worse.
It's not like you'd see
You
anything.
wouldn't do that to a blind man.
Oh, man. You wouldn't terrorize a blind man, would you?
16.
16.
Joke's on you. That's my kink.
Kink shaming is my kink. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. What did you say?
16.
And which one are you aiming at?
What do I see?
You see 4 figures. One appears slightly smaller than the other
You know
3.
what? Here. I said random, so we're gonna make it random. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3. This guy.
That dude just hit. So glancing blow. There we go. Thank you, brain, for pulling up those words. I needed them.
Cool.
Okay.
So is it an undead?
It is considered an undead.
Yay.
bunch
You
of
do
stuff?
something?
My corpse slayer crossbow.
You do have that.
Yep.
You've had that.
Oh my.
It's the first time we fought undead.
The moment when the DM forgets what the party's carrying.
That deals an extra 1d8.
This is my wolf rag. That's what this It's okay. I honestly like that better because I don't like to prep fucking you guys with your equipment.
And he also has disadvantage on saving throws against effects that turn undead until the start of my next turn.
Good to know.
Wow, didn't even have to say anything, and this is going okay. This is not bad.
It started off pretty fucky.
Started off
It
bad.
did. It did.
So that's 16 total, then half, right? Because it's glancing.
Yes.
Okay, so
So 8.
8.
All right. So you guys see ghosts just, and you hear the bolt catch and then slide through and slam into a far-off wall, but you do hear a grunt of pain as the figure appears to take the blow. Ronan. Oh, Ghost, go ahead and make another saving throw for me. Because it is the end of your turn.
Let's roll the pike dice. Natural 19.
Yes, that makes it.
Sweet. Thank you, Pike.
So, with your hit coming through, you actually get ready. It's battle time. Okay. And you manage to shake off the worst of your fear.
The world's all like swimmy and it just kind of like zeroes in on the target now.
Yeah.
Ronan.
I am going to spin Ghost, like since I'm still holding him up, counterclockwise, and pull my sword out, which illuminates the dark for 15
Yes, it does.
feet, and then another 15 feet of dim light, I believe, is how
Yes.
it works.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to I'm going to channel Divinity, Watcher's Will, which will give Ghost, Grindel, and Skelly advantage on Wisdom, Charisma, and Intelligence saving throws.
Is there a range on it?
Everybody within can't get her. She's not within range.
That's why I
So
asked.
it's going to be Talon within 30 feet of me.
Well, is she within 30 feet? 5, 15, 20, 25. Oh,
yeah.
just out of range.
Oh. Would you allow me to use a telepathic message to him?
Oh, so sure.
So, channeling the hoary spirit of Vulcan, you would hear in your mind, turn them all to ash.
And as you kind of glance back, getting this message running, you see that from behind Talon's cloth that covers his eyes, there are wisps of flame, blue flame, escaping from behind. All right. So what do we want to do, Ronan? Anything else?
With the channel Divinity bonus action, I believe that is. This is going to get real weird real quick. Actions, bonus action. Since I'm holding Ghost, Ghost will feel the energy, or you guys will see a blue light shimmer over Ghost, as he has now been blessed with Shield of Fate,
Okay.
bumping your AC by 2.
Yes. Okay.
So then, if I went counterclockwise, so Ghost, you would be right here because I moved you
Oh. Okay.
counterclockwise.
Ghost, are you allowing this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know what's happening now, so
Okay.
And then
I know his touch. So yeah.
So I did use 5 feet of your movement.
Yep, that's fine. I got my sword out. I don't have my shield, so my AC is down by 2 because I'm holding
Yes.
Ghost.
You don't have 3 arms.
Nope.
Not yet.
So am I no longer friend?
You are no longer frightened because you made your save.
And then I look back at Talon. See is this familiar to what it was this morning? When I saw him this morning after the drink?
Yes.
I won't say a fucking word. I will just stare for just a quick second. Okay.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
That's gonna bring us to the dude in the red cape.
There's a lot that happened.
Oh. Okay.
You missed quite a bit.
Oh.
There was a dream episode that you weren't here for.
Oh.
Somebody had to go get engaged.
Yeah, you're right. Damn me!
Nerd.
Nerd!
So, the figure that's closest to you, Mikey, is going to rush forward. Whoops, I didn't mean to
That
do
was
that.
a really weird rush.
Yes, it was. That's
The world.
the entire world. It's going to use its full 30 feet towards you.
This one?
Yes, towards running. No, the other one.
This one?
Yes.
15, 12. Oh no!
Right in the face.
But I'm running around.
It's going to slash out at you twice, Rono.
Okay.
Is it any one of those things I listed?
It is undead, so it has disadvantage. Thank you for reminding me.
Yep.
He protected me. I protected him. We're good.
That might have just made a difference. 19 against your AC.
No, that is.
Okay. Well, the other one was 21. So
Yeah, the shield is
either
plus
way.
2.
And the shield for him.
Oh, do you not have the shield out?
No, because
No, because he moved Ghost.
I moved him out of the way and put Shield of Faith on him, so my shield is on my
Back.
back.
Yeah.
So you take 10 points of slashing damage.
Go.
I'm gonna reduce that by half. Or no, it's not. It's not by half.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's by a
uh,
Die amount.
which I believe is a D10 for you.
I'm not sure if it is a 10 at the moment.
I could be wrong.
I don't.
Might
So
be.
whatever your sonic die is.
It's probably an 8. D8.
Now that he says that, I think he's right.
It should be an 8 because they
It starts off at 6 and then.
Goes up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I said it right there.
Did it?
About the levels of when it goes up.
No, that was one of our gained features.
Oh.
Second attack.
Psionic talents.
it's
The first one was a 17.
Yes, sir.
So it slashes out at you, and the first attack actually catches you
Level
across the
So
breastplate.
yeah. So it is.
And you can feel the blow. And then the second
5.
one actually catches you on your pauldron and deflects the worst of the damage. It still shakes you a little bit, but you're not hurt by it.
It gets reduced by 8.
Okay, so only 2. So as the first attack that would have dealt you that damage, you actually see a dark purplish energy appear right by where the attack goes off, and you see Grendel just kind of focusing for a moment.
Okay.
That is going to bring us to Grendel.
I'm gonna take 2 steps sideways to get a clearer shot and shoot this guy in the face.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Shoot that motherfucker.
I'm
Now, this is
gonna.
no longer a disadvantage because of Ronan's light.
Good. I'm gonna use a second charge on my mask to gain advantage.
Okay.
Who's on deck?
Thank you for asking, Skelly.
Shield of Faith is gone. So
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
Oh, did you fail your
Oh God.
save?
What the hell?
you have advantage, Grendel. Don't forget you have on
Oh
wisdom
yeah, it
saves.
didn't matter.
Did you fail
Oh,
your Shield of Faith save?
Oh, I do.
Oh, yeah, you have to make a con save. It's 10.
Please stay up. It's gone.
So, a bright yellow light envelops you, and then 2 seconds later,
This is with my pistol, just letting you know.
Oh, no, I
I'm, not,
appreciate
I'm
that.
not continually using all of my.
no, combine kit, yeah, keep using the mortar. That'll go well.
It's 15 to hit.
15 to hit, and I'm sorry, you're aiming at the dude in the red cape?
Yep.
That'll hit then.
Oh. Okay, I was not expecting that.
And Skelly's on deck. Talon, you're the next NPC. You're the next PC up.
Okay. I'm an NPC.
What? Talon, we've lost consciousness.
13, so 13 piercing damage and 1 psychic because I use my psychic thing.
Very nice.
And then second attack.
Shoot that motherfucker in the face.
Is the mask just the next attack or?
I'd have to look at it to. I believe it's just the next attack.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
I haven't looked at it in a long time.
Yeah, it's just for that next attack. So second attack. 21.
Also, anybody who would like to could go ahead and make a history check, please, except for Grendel.
Except for Grendel.
Natural 20.
No, not near as
21 to
good.
hit.
Yes.
19.
I think it's like a 9.
I'll roll for Skelly. Skelly rolled the 2.
8 more piercing damage.
8 more piercing damage. Very nice. And what'd you get, Ghost?
A 19 on
19?
the history.
As you guys... You've seen this mask before, but you haven't really seen it being put to use in this way. Looking at it, you two... And I'm sorry, what was your total?
9.
9? Okay, you would also recognize. You guys recognize this is the mask used by the Lost Island guards, who are the people responsible for transporting dead bodies.
Right.
And you know a little bit of this history, just briefly, but you guys have never really gone into depth about it. It kind of comes to a little more of a head of who Grendel might have been. So I believe you've never actually strictly discussed.
They know that the people who brought the bodies up were my friends. I know that. But.
Yeah. You do recall seeing similar masks on them.
Because there was an owl, fox, cat, fox,
I believe so.
something like that. Yeah.
Grendel's is the owl.
Yeah. He was the owl, or he is the owl.
All right, Grendel, anything else?
No.
All right, that brings us to Sally.
She is going to run up to here.
You got it?
She got 40.
Sweet. So what's
And it's every other one? Can be diagonal?
Yes.
Okay. So 1,
what was
2,
it? 5, 10, 15.
Well, it's if you want to keep moving diagonally, it's 5, 15, 20, 25, or 30. Every other one is 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So 5, 15,
I'm at 15.
20, 25, 30, 35 to get here.
Yeah.
What do you know?
He does have javelins, by the way.
Well, she's going to swing her bar stool at this guy.
Is she raging?
Oh, that's
She's going to bonus action rage.
There you go. I wouldn't remind her, but since you don't normally play the barbarian.
You think I would know?
I'll say you must.
You think I would know, but I can't do that.
I mean, Reggie's already made
It's different. Reggie's evolved. That's a whole other thing. It's a whole other
Alright.
skill set. Let's be honest.
She's going to recklessly attack this guy with her bar stool.
Okay. Let's pop out.
My rolls are,
Something.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. That'll hit.
For 12 bludgeoning damage, I guess. And then doesn't it do something else?
I'm not sure.
Just +1. Okay. So yeah, so 12 bludgeoning, and
Is
then
your rage damage?
I already did that.
All right. So you guys witness Sally pull out the bar stool and just.
Whack.
Whack. And second attack.
All right. Go ahead.
So you're just like fucking sprinting and then just like sliding and just wham! Yeah.
And did
19 to hit.
out of here. 19 hits. Slam them up. Ding dong.
13 bludgeoning damage.
13. Very nice. He is bloodied. All right. That is going to bring us to the other goblinoid being that is by Mikey.
The other one. There's only one.
The other one moved.
Which one?
The one that's closest to me.
This one?
Okay.
Yes.
So that one, yep.
Okay, he's not moving.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He is going to pull out a crossbow. Oh, I'm so sorry. What the fuck? Why? Okay, I'm sorry. The thing didn't change. Anyway, yeah, he can pull out a crossbow and is going to take aim at you, Ghost.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not great. Oh wait, no, these are disadvantaged because they're undead.
Not against him.
No, not against me.
Oh no, it's only against Ronan. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the first roll was lower anyway. So that's 11 to hit against your AC.
No.
Okay, so he raises bolt. The bolt actually slides past you and hits the wall.
Miss me with that.
6'7" catch, just like.
You see it reach down and draw a short sword, and it's just now looking at you menacingly. Talon.
Okay. I am going to look at the one that just shot something at Ghost, and I'm going to reach into an arcane portal and pull out a thorn whip and reach it and attack him and try and pull him towards Ronan.
Okay. So you guys see Talon twist his hand, and almost like a Doctor Strange portal, a small hole wreathed in flames appears, and Talon withdraws a long, vine-like whip from it for cracking it. And go ahead and make your attack roll.
So the next one is at advantage?
Yes, because that is your first attack you've made.
Natural 17 plus 8, so...
Then I'm sorry, which one is this against?
The furthest one.
Furthest one?
Yep.
That one or this one?
The one that just attacked you.
Okay.
Yep.
17 just hits. Glancing down.
Natural 17.
Oh, okay, that absolutely hits then.
Yeah, plus 8, so... 2d6.
It's going to use inspiration against that.
Counterspell. So that would be... Is it just the 2d6?
I believe it's a very heavy damage.
Yeah, so 6 piercing, and then it's pulled 10 feet closer.
Okay.
And then... How close is it? 5, 10, 15, 20.
Goes to the next PC that's up.
Sweet. So is the one that ran up to us first like a different kind of goblin? Or undead goblin?
Yes.
Okay. Does he look like the boss?
Go ahead. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Fucking all over the place. 14?
It's kind of hard to tell. These goblins are very fucked up.
Alright, got
They
it.
are much taller and much more deformed and partially decayed. And that's going to take precedent right now. It's very difficult for you to tell.
If I had 40 feet of movement, how much would it take to move towards that far one?
I believe that would be plenty.
Okay. I am going to bonus action wild shape into a tiger.
Okay.
Going to weave through all of them to try and pounce on this one that tried to attack Ghost.
You went your, it's not a tiger, but it's a four-legged creature.
It's a unicorn. Nope, just a horse.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. That's cocked. Your discretion.
What?
Percy die.
Percy die? Yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
Okay.
Cock.
Natural 19.
Alrighty, that'll hit.
And he does
Put
a...
Nebula out. It's not doing it.
So he does 8 piercing, and then it has to make a DC 13 strength save.
I have pretty good strength.
And... yeah, that's it.
Not with a natural 4, though. No.
It is knocked prone.
Okay. So you guys witness Talon bow and kind of crouch for a moment, and all of a sudden there is a large tiger standing amongst you, which bounds forward and just fucking Lion King. Thank you.
Oh.
I was blanking for the longest fucking time. I'm like, I was gonna say Tiger King. I'm like, that's something else. fucking Lion King style, leaps on and
This
pins.
tiger has a mullet.
This tiger leaves your Carol fucking basket. Leaps on and knocks over this goblinoid figure. All right, anything else?
Nope, that's all I can do.
Okay, that's gonna bring us to the other green dude. He's going to run forward with a sword and try taking out this tiger.
Okay.
Perfect.
First attack is 8 against you.
8 total.
Yeah. He didn't roll well.
Let me look at the tiger's DC, but I don't
Yes,
think
it
it's
was
that
that,
low.
Eventually, you get bonus AC based on your proficiency because you're wild shape.
Oh, do I?
I thought it was something like that. I forget. It's probably not yet.
Probably not yet, but normal AC for
is
tiger's
Mandarin.
12.
That's how he's able
So.
bonus
Okay.
action.
Yeah, say that should be wild shape.
So the first one definitely doesn't hit. The second one does.
Okay.
And that is 11 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna reduce that.
Fucking. Say that. Ooh.
Plus, it does nothing to you. But my side dice goes down by 1 size because it was a max roll.
No damage.
No damage.
Okay.
So I don't even have to make a con save.
No. So he runs out and slashes you, and you kind of brace, waiting to feel the impact. Weirdly, the impact doesn't come.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
Fucking, you feel a strange remembrance of an Echo Knight taking a blow for you in a dream.
Yeah, I do. I sure the fuck do. Yep.
I don't know why I can
Okay.
just not hit Josh. I don't know what that is. That's just not allowed. All right. What is represented by a dwarf, a huge gnoll, is.
I see. Now everything kind of clicks
Yep.
for me for above table mark.
Is that
above table mark.
Use a bash.
Oh god. I'm sorry, I'm double checking the speed. It is going to rush to where Sally is.
He will.
opportunity attack from the tiger, right?
No, he's still within melee range.
Yeah.
Is he? Oh yeah, he
Yeah, he
is.
never left melee range. And it's going to try to. Sorry, I'm double checking. It starts slashing out with a glaive.
Okay, you're a problem. He has a glaive, he's a problem.
That is 16 against your AC.
Oh, Sally.
Does that hit? I think it does.
Her AC is oddly low. Yep, it's
It's oddly low.
It is.
15
This is just the way you said it.
It's a little low for a barb.
for yeah. She likes to be charismatic.
Yeah, it's because she doesn't have any decks, that's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's low.
but that's okay. She's a totem,
Yeah, just fine.
bear totem. It's like, oh, okay,
Did roll well on damage. 6 points of damage.
reduced by half.
Yes.
Oh,
Raging,
is that...
Ghost.
raging.
oh raging. Yes. So 3.
I know. I'm waiting.
I can't reduce it,
assume.
so
That's fine. I'll
She
take care
got
of it.
something new today.
What?
She got something new about Ronan today.
Is the gnoll also undead? Does it look undead?
Something's fucked up about it.
Okay.
It's not a normal looking
it
gnoll.
probably has the clap.
It's much larger. It's been a while since you guys have said something that caught me that hard. It is much larger than a normal gnoll.
Okay. It doesn't look grotesque.
It,
Hard to tell. Alright.
if you've ever seen a fish off the shore of Nagasaki, it
Alright.
looks that level of deformed.
Okay.
That's sick. Okay.
Anyway, second attack. No, that's a natural 3. So, the gnoll runs up and slashes at her twice.
You have advantage on both those attacks. She reckless.
Oh, she reckless?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the first one would have been what it was. Second attack. First one, wow. Okay, there we go. That's a dirty 20. That'll hit. Appreciate the honesty. So the second one is 11 points of damage halved to 5.
You do the damage.
I keep forgetting that you can't do it, and I was just like, "Why are you pointing at me?"
Actually, you took the damage.
So yes, but actually no. All right, that's gonna bring us to Ghost.
Lovely. Okay. This isn't looking very good. I'm going to bonus action, disengage to right about here. So I got a little lane here. And I'm gonna shoot the knoll. My head with fancy boom.
Can you shoot through cover?
The knoll?
That would still be partial cover, wouldn't it?
Think so? What do you say, DM?
Yeah, I would say that would be partial cover. So it raises the AC by 2. You can still shoot at it.
Unless you have a sharpshooter. I don't know what
I
you
don't
have.
have it yet.
Okay.
Would have been better if I would I still have cover?
I would say it would
here?
be better from that angle. Yes.
Okay, then I'll just stay there.
Yeah,
now.
because from that angle you could easily enough clear.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll shoot in the knoll.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Well, that sucked. 12.
12 does not hit. So you lean around and you find your hand shook just too much, and actually it does hit the knoll, but the knoll just.
Does not give a fuck.
Do you have crossbow expert?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's next level.
I was just wondering.
You guys, you'll end this campaign at the current level. You never level up.
No. That sucks.
This goblin back here is just like,
I'm back there doing something.
Well, then I will bonus action disengage back here.
Okay.
So I'm not
So,
gonna get
You
stabbed.
see that the head goblin kind of starts to take a reaction to you, but Ghost's instincts and ability to dodge kind of kick in, and he manages to avoid being stopped.
So it is the head. Good job.
not going to help your fellow cat.
I don't want to use my head.
You
Brother!
put yourself in a bad spot there with the other ones.
He's a druid. He
You'll
can
be
get
okay.
out.
You'll be fine.
Ronan.
No, I'm trying to kill him.
Grendel, you're the next PC up.
I say loud enough for everybody to hear it. Ghost, is this worth death?
As you hear those words, Ghost, you hear an echo in the back of your mind. Unaccepted, unloved.
Cool. As you just see me slip behind you, I'm just gonna lean closer. Kill them all.
You guys see Ronan pull up a little scarf bandana thing over his face to right under his eyes.
Face mask.
Yeah, face mask. I'm not gonna pull the shield out. Instead, I will turn the blade reverse grip and fight the natural way that Ronan fights without the shield.
Okay.
Okay, some star killer shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the first hit at this dude in front of me.
Advantage. Flanking.
Oh, with the tiger.
Yeah,
Yeah, because then a tiger is in melee range.
that's good. Well, was that cocked or no?
Yeah, it was cocked, but
Okay.
I feel like it would have landed on the 2 anyway.
Probably.
So 16 plus 7.
That'll hit.
All right. And then the second attack. 13. 24.
24 hits.
Both of them hit. All right. So 8 plus 6.
Say it.
On the first attack, I'm going to pump in a divine smite.
There you go.
It will be a level 2 divine smite.
All right.
So 3d8.
Save paladin.
Save paladin. So I will do that separately. So first attack. Eight, 12, 16, 19, plus 6, 20. shit, 19, 25 points of damage
25. Very
on the
nice.
first attack, and then the second attack.
Does radiant matter?
Oh, they're on deck, so there's an extra D8.
Yep.
Yep, there's an extra
Just say
D8.
you are
Hold on.
correct.
So 25 plus an extra
I'm glad
D8,
you mentioned that.
33 points of radiant of damage.
How do you want to do this?
On the first attack, I come across his chest, and that's when you guys see the light from the blade just inject itself into the creature, as there's just this silent.
So you guys see Ronan reverse his grip, and as he swings forward, the blade, instead of being the pure steel that you know it to be, almost flashes with a blood red light. And as he carries it forward, you can actually see the arc and everything of the blade is pure red. And as he drives it up, you can almost swear there was a small silhouette of a full blood red moon behind him.
Some Power Rangers Megazord shit. Oh,
Turns around. You're fine. Smoke.
The shitty pyrotechnics.
So I love how I spend time thinking of this cool connection and this visual. And you guys are like, Power Rangers, huh?
and
Only
then,
D&D.
so that one's gone, right?
That one is dead.
Okay. The
yeah.
Knoll now.
Because you still have your second attack.
I still have my second attack, so I'll roll again. I have advantage, right? Because no, they're not flanking.
No, not from that position. Sally.
I don't know if that's going to do it. 14.
14?
Yeah.
Against the no, I don't believe. No, that just doesn't hit.
Okay.
So, flush with your success, you kind of overstep your second attack, and it actually clinks against the pauldron that the knoll is wearing.
All right, and then I am going to get my movement right here.
Well, it would be the leader's turn, but he's dead now, so Grendel.
Alright, Grendel is going to run up here and shoot the knoll in the face twice.
Okay, are you disadvantaged from being close?
Nope. I have
gunner
gunner,
feet.
the gunner feet.
Okay.
Gunner feet makes me want to be a guts.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Attack. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Is the gunner feet just for firearms?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crossbow expert.
Crossbow expert is the crossbow equivalent.
Okay.
And I also get the bonus action from if I have
Yeah, guns and bows are very different in D&D.
I was just wondering.
get fucking Diablo Demon Hunter here soon.
So get them over from the office. Let's all put down our guns. I have crossbows.
12 piercing and 4 force damage.
Very nice.
And then second shot.
Ooh.
16 to hit.
16 hits. Oh.
I'm gonna use my piercer feat and re-roll the 1.
Okay.
Okay. For 8 piercing.
8 piercing. Very nice. Alright.
I'm gonna bonus action psi replenishment and reset my psionic die to D8.
Okay.
Good move.
So you guys see Grendel walk up and just... And you guys see bits and chunks of the knoll go flying with the bullets. This gonna bring us to Sally.
Oh, yeah. She's going to...
Telling you the next PC.
Yeah, she's gonna recklessly attack this guy. Oh, that... Let's not throw that on my phone.
What the?
What is going on? Why did I roll 2 2s?
Oh my gosh.
Alright, well, 11.
11 does not hit.
Second attack. $22.
22 hits, absolutely.
For 10 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty. So you see her swing and swing, and just in her zeal and excitement, her first attack actually slams on the ground near the knoll. I just kind of, and her second attack catches it in the leg. It's definitely bleeding. Well, it would be bleeding if it could. That is going to bring us to the goblin that's on the ground right now. It is going to stand up and attempt to move back from you, Talon, so you will get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Don't think that hits a 12.
12 does not hit. So it moves back from you and lifts its crossbow. If I can find the crossbow. Crossbow, there we go. That is a total of 12 against your C.
Does not act glancing blow.
Glancing blow,
Yeah,
okay.
Tiger.
Oh, that's not very much. Total of 2 damage.
Okay.
Just does not roll well with that crossbow, does it? Alright. That is going to be its turn. That brings us to Talon.
Okay. Modifying my health because it doesn't want to do that for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird about it.
I need to make a save. Con save
Yes.
for... Which that definitely makes it natural 16.
Yes.
Hmm. Do it, Druid. Do it. I'm gonna telepathically ask Ronan to give me a boost. So I'm asking him for help.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, you can do that. Help is an action.
So would I need to prime that action?
If you're holding an action for him to help as the trigger, then yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on exactly what it is you're trying to have him help you to do.
Okay. I'm basically gonna ask him to like boost me, like volleyball boost me, so that I can get my pounce bonus as a tiger. So I'm running up to him, jumping in his hands.
So you want to
just
have
gonna-
the shield boost.
Basically.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Okay.
So you guys see Talon kind of shuffle down and crouch, cat ready.
I will turn my back to
Okay.
Talon because I don't have my shield out. My shield is on my back.
Well, it's not your turn yet, so we'll get to
Okay.
And I think that's...
it. Go straight to the next PC up.
Has anyone taken any damage?
Sally's taking a little bit. Actually, I think everybody else is okay.
Okay. I won't do anything as a bonus then. That'll be my turn.
All right. The goblin nearest you is going to actually circle around to the left to try to get within range of Grendel, the other left.
All the way around to that side.
Yeah,
Oh, so
counterclockwise.
can it go that way?
I don't know. I can't see past the dead body. No, I would have to squeeze. Okay, so it is going to. So it's going to move to the right of Talon,
So you're right.
Yep.
This one?
and then. Wow, it really can't get where it wants to go at all. All right, it's going to swing twice to Talon then, because it can't really do anything else. That is a sucky day for it.
You want it to stay there, or?
Yeah, it's going to stay there. Talon, you ruined things. Damn my propensity for making narrow corridors. Fucking damn it.
You're going to follow them into the hot gates.
First attack misses. Second attack is a 17.
That'll hit.
First one was a fucking 1. So its first attack clangs off the wall. Its second one, it drags it down and comes slashing up. You take 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So be 27. Right. 26. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, your protection from evil and good still stands.
Damn. Alright. The gnoll is going to start slashing out at you, Grendel. It's see, that's the glaive. That's 12 against your AC. Probably does not hit.
That is a miss.
Okay. Second one is a 16 against your AC.
Miss.
Damn. So it slashes out at you twice, and you guys see Grendel just kind of dodging and moving out of the way, strangely with way more grace than you would think someone of his stature might have. And then the gnoll lets out a long, if I could use words, a long guttural growl, and you see the goblin nearest you, Talon, react and take another swipe.
At me?
Yes.
Okay.
Fucking fuck, man.
It's nat one.
Just can't. It's the second nat one I rolled.
Can't hit the tiger, man.
Yeah, the
Eye of the
tiger
tiger.
is. This is the Tiger King, most certainly.
And everyone else is Carol Baskins.
All I see is a world full of Carol Baskins. Ghost, that brings us to you.
Interesting. That's the same thing. I guess I'll. Oh, I gotta move back, don't I?
Yep.
Move back here. Okay. I guess now I will attempt to shoot.
Alright.
Same null. That was a wild ride. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
This is still with the Corpse Slayer, and because it's engaged, I get my snack attack. And that's an interesting spread. So that would be.
Come on, rogue.
So 21 points of damage.
Yeah.
You guys see Ghost raise his crossbow, and the arrow actually catches the gnoll in the eye, and it collapses and falls back dead.
I like the subtle.
Ghost just goes, and stay down.
Alright, Ghost, anything else? Roran, you're up next.
Nah. That's it.
Alright.
That's it. That's all I can do.
So, question before he takes his turn. Since I asked him for help, is he using the help action, or?
Yes.
So I used my action to ask him for help, and then he's using the help action.
You're holding your action for his help.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So Ronan will turn his back and like kind of take like a ready stance with his shield pointing back towards the Tiger King here.
Alright. I assume you're doing this so to let him jump off you?
Yep.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Athletics.
Just for fucking rule of cool sake.
18.
So, you see the tiger kind of pouncing, ready? And then Talon, almost turtling, you just turn around and as you feel these set of paws land on your shield, you push off and fucking gladiator moment. Talon, you're flying through the air as a tiger. Go ahead and take your action.
Looks like.
Okay.
Who was it?
As part of the pounce action, I'm going to subtle
So
spell.
Spartacus.
No, was it Simba who jumped through the fire in the lion?
Oh,
King?
yeah.
Lunging at Scar? Was it Scar jumping?
think it was the other way
Scar
around, yeah.
jumping at Simba. That's
Your
what it
mini
was.
just makes me think a horse is doing this.
Maybe it is.
It'd be terrifying.
And instead of the actual like claw attack, I'm going to imbue it with primal savagery, so it's claws of acid.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, come on. It's 15.
15 just hits.
So glancing blow.
Glancing blow.
Okay. So that would be 6 acid, and then it needs to make another strength save.
Why would it make it? It's 14.
That actually saves because it's a 13 DC.
Oh, shit. Well, at a +3 to strength, so.
I think so. Let me make sure. Yep, DC 13 strength save.
Okay, so it actually makes it.
Okay.
So you land on it, and its feet kind of dig into the sand around you as you push back, but it does manage to withstand the attack.
Okay.
All right. Anything else running? You still have a bonus action.
Still have a bonus action? No, I'm good.
Grendel.
Grendel is going to right over here, in between the Talon and Ronan, and shoot this guy in the face.
Okay.
For 1.
Oh,
I love the look. At the dice, like, I gotta do this math. Natural
we
one.
started out so strong.
So is that a misfire for that gun?
I'm looking at that now.
If it doesn't say anything, then it doesn't have a misfire, but...
No, it is not.
Yay!
Properties, ammunition, range, and loading.
Okay, yeah. So if it doesn't say it has a misfire factor to it, then it does not.
Okay. Second attack.
I believe it's because it's a pollen pistol.
23.
23 absolutely hits.
Piercing and 3 force damage.
All right. So you guys see Grendel slide up, and his first shot, he overcorrects and just goes and slammed in the ceiling, and a small bit of rock. Second attack catches it in the shoulder and appears to actually take the full
Then
damage.
he's gonna action surge.
All right. Do that fighter shit.
Do it. Yes.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
28 to hit.
20 hits.
Kill him.
Get him
Now
now.
use piercing to reroll the 1.
Alright.
Piercer feat.
You're the one that's not sure about the Star Wars campaign.
9 piercing damage.
That's one of my favorite movies for a long time.
All right.
And last
Oops, that
attack.
was the wrong one.
Kill him now. I shouldn't.
14 to hit.
Not the Jedi
14 is
way.
not hit.
He took your hand. It's only
And
All right. So the goblin in front of you, Talon, pulls out his sword and is just going to go to town on you.
Okay.
You've caused him problems.
Bring it.
That's a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Kill him.
Ooh,
Keep him,
you rolled
we'll
one
never
time.
make it.
12 points of damage.
His
I
fate
reduce
will
it?
be the same as ours.
I'm going to kill your character.
Reducing shit.
This is a physical form of counterspell. This is what this is.
really
reduces
is.
it by 4.
Okay, I'll take it. So,
So
that's
8.
what, 8.
Go.
I'm still in tiger form.
Grendel. Thank you.
I tank through other people.
Protection from evil and good still stands.
I'm dropping shit tonight. See, why can't you be more like Ronan? Ronan dropped his spell immediately.
I made it fun. You're just dominating the game.
All right. Second attack is 11, which I believe misses you.
Correct.
So it slashes out at you. Its first attack catches you, and once again you watch as Grendel just negates a good chunk of the damage. The second one, you just manage to actually catch in your teeth and kind of pull and yank. That's gonna bring us to town.
Okay. Seeing as this one's trying to fuck with me, it's holding a weapon, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh no.
Subtle spell, heat metal.
Yeah, you will. What's the save on it?
Hold on, let me look at it. Fucking God, I hate the mobile site for this. Spells.
Goes to the next PC up.
So it automatically takes the 2d8.
Okay.
So it takes 8 fire. And then has to succeed on a con save of 17.
It's kind of great, but it's not bad.
16, sorry.
Not with a natural 1.
Okay.
Pay yourself.
Fucking making a fortune over here.
Yeah, that's how it works. We're just printing money.
Printing my own.
We're not actually printing money.
We would like to use this moment to say disclaimer, we are not printing.
So it can either hold the weapon and take 2d8 every single turn and have disadvantage on all attacks, or it can drop the weapon.
Given this thing is undead, I'm going to say it's probably not too bright. It's going to keep holding it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
Oh, I bet it smells horrible over there.
You guys do smell burning undead flesh. It is not a pleasant smell. Okay. The goblinoid in front of you, Grendel, is going to go ahead and start swinging. 17 against your AC.
Miss.
That one was better. 23.
Hit.
I was going to challenge if you said miss.
Pygmy swoops in it, blocks it.
Parry.
I cast shield.
That is 12 points of slashing damage against you.
Damn.
I reduce it.
Can you? No. I'm going to say.
It's only once.
Yeah, that's
in
what I
between
figured.
my round. Once a
One
turn.
reaction. Alright, Ghost.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ronan, you're up next.
Hell yeah. Well, to get a better angle, I'm going to shimmy over here. Pretty sure I can now clearly see that goblin.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna fire.
Alright.
My god. That natural 15 plus 9.
That'll hit.
It's math that hits.
There's math.
And
Math that hits. Fuck that math problem hurt.
Sounds like a really bad band. Math that hits.
It sounds like an interesting drug at the same time.
I play fest this weekend. Math that hits.
21 points of damage.
21 points, okay. He is still up, though. Definitely bloody.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
That's all.
That's oh, I'm stupid. It's undead. 2 more points of damage.
Very nice.
This person from Arizona doesn't stop fucking calling me.
I get that shit all the time.
That's the 3rd time since we've started playing.
Dude, I've been trying to get rid of a cat for a
They
week.
call me in bursts of 2. Like, they will never just call once. They'll call once, I'll ignore it, they immediately call a second time, and then they're done. I don't know what
So
the deal
stupid.
is.
Call centers.
For real.
Ronan.
All right, seeing what's going on. Seems like this one in front of, like the closest one to me, is fucking dying. Or at least
They're
bloody.
both pretty low, but he's lower.
All right. So seeing this, I'm going to, as I have my sword, reverse grip, and I bring it to window guard, and then I am going to launch my blade forward into its chest.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
You've been watching Witcher videos or
Just fencing
That's a
videos.
natural
fencing
19.
videos?
Yep, that'll hit.
All right. 1d8 plus.
He is the
Oh.
Witcher.
If I'm doing this, would that be considered two-hand grip?
Since you don't have your shield, though, sir.
That's a d10. 8 plus 6 is 13, 14 points of slashing damage.
So you guys see Ronan run forward with his sword and plunge his sword hilt deep into the goblin, which dies on the sword.
Then I will remove it, and I will make my way around over its dead body to that one. And this one, I will go full guard and take it straight into its chest as well.
All right, go ahead.
15 plus 7, 22.
22 hits.
I'm going to pump a first level Divine Smite into it.
Say it.
And it's undead, so I get an extra D8.
Yes, you do.
It's also two-handed.
Yes, because I went full guard. Ooh!
Oh.
10, 17, 22, 29 points of slashing damage. Actually, it's 22 points of slashing damage and then 7 points of radiant damage.
So you guys see Ronan draw his sword like into his chest, and then plunge forward with it, and a large spark of divine light echoes out from the sword as he plunges it into the goblin's stomach, and then up through out its mouth, as it's literally just impaled on the blade, and it dies.
And seeing that they're all undead, I'm gonna shoot each. There's one here, here, and here. I'm just gonna shoot each one in the head.
You guys watch as Grendel, almost ritualistically, just walks up to each one and
As in, nope, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a bit of a break. So, guys, if you're watching at home, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And welcome back. So, having just overcome this series of undead gnolls and goblins, Talon, you're still a tiger. What would you guys like to do?
You'll see Talon just sort of perk up as like a curious cat does, curl his tail around him, and cock his head towards both Ronan and Ghost, and telepathically say, "Are you okay?"
Like, look up at Ronan. Did you see it? The room?
Ronan, as you look down and see the bodies of these goblins, you instead see Zeke and Lan and Kazia lying dead, their blood still on your sword.
There was no room. Just altered memories. And I will wipe the blood on one of the dead bodies and sheathe my sword.
I'll go up to one of the dead bodies and sort of paw it and be like, "So what the fuck were these things anyway?" But he would be seeing me like
Would
hit
this be
Zeke
something
and,
that-
and shit, right?
Would this be
You
something
watch a tiger walk up and just into Zeke's face, and the face splits, and blood begins to pour down it.
Ronan will look away.
Ronan, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Would these be something that Grendel's like studied since he's against undead?
You have
his order.
some rudimentary knowledge. Go ahead and make a history check for me. Or Arcana, whichever you prefer.
17.
17? You feel a wave of nausea overcome you. And despite your desire to make this purely a logical thing, you can't unsee it. And you find your hands begin to shake. And everything in you screams to stop.
Would I be able to see this discord in him?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Natural 20.
You feel it.
I-
16.
You have some knowledge, and you can understand that there's definitely been some kind of what would be in Terraton illegal magic performed on it. You don't necessarily understand the specifics of it, but you know this is far beyond the ability of most casters in the country.
See Talon, still as a tiger, just walk up towards you and just be like, "What's wrong?" I can feel something's wrong.
Tell me about your eyes.
Would I know what he's talking about?
You just your general from your general wisdom, you can tell that it has something to do with your dream walk. You don't necessarily understand exactly what he means, but you can tell that it's somehow related because he asked you questions when you woke up about your eyes.
And I didn't know what he was talking about then, right?
You didn't feel anything or anything.
Again, sort of just cocking his head. What do you mean?
You told me to turn these things to ash, and when you said that, you had a blast of blue light in your eyes, like you did this morning.
Like I did this morning.
Yes.
Well, I have been having dreams that have been making me more... And you'll sort of see him as he's in his tiger form with his paws just be like, more confident.
You guys witness a Vegas show.
It's Shere Khan. Also, who's at the club, right?
I respect it. And then I turn around and look at Ghost. Are you okay? What is this room you speak of?
It was a room with mirrors. And the mirrors had people in them. And it was writing above it, and I couldn't understand it. It's not a language I've studied, apparently.
This is not telepathic, correct?
No, this is out loud.
Okay.
And Autumn was in one. And I was in one, but not...
One more correction, Autumn was not.
Oh, Autumn was not. That's right. Sorry. Autumn was... I don't know. But I saw her name above it. That's the only one I could read.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I say that, and I was in one, but it wasn't me. It was old me before the dreaming dark, and it reached for me.
You haven't spoke much about that.
I don't want to speak about that.
Okay. But we need to know what it means, I think.
Ghost, as Talon prods you a little bit, you hear your own voice echo in your mind. Inquisitive, doesn't trust us, doesn't believe us.
It's kind of just like the hairy Voldemort thing, where you're just like,
Get out of my head!
look at me. No I'm kidding.
I am looking at you.
Just like fucking twitch and shake that off.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
Natural 17 plus 8 would be 25.
Yes. No. Yes. You can tell there is a great amount of just unsureness in Ghost, and
But no
a heavy-
distrust.
It's more of a battle with himself at this moment, and you can tell he's seemingly torn between trusting you and not trusting you. You can tell that there's a logic to him that understands what you're saying, and that there's just a primal part of him that has a fear.
Okay. I'll just say to him, well, I know your past is a bit touchy, but if you want to open up, I'm here. I'm not going to prod you. Whatever you saw here will stay here if you want it to stay here. But I need you to know, not just want you to know, that I'm here.
Grendel, as this conversation's going on, you hear a hissing and an echoing in your mind. And slowly the echoing transforms into words. You did well. Death is a natural part of life. It should therefore be hallowed and treated with respect.
What language?
It is spoken in common.
Common?
Serve. Grab it, Jesus.
It's for the whole thing. It's for everybody.
I'm gonna
Are you sure?
telepathically try to see if I can focus on a certain part of my mind and see where the source of this is.
As you do, you feel, you stretch through your mind. You come across your memories, experiences, your knowledge. You feel a small ridge in a certain part of your mind. It's like a barrier. It's a part of your mind that you can't quite access, but you can feel. And you sense the psionic energy you've come to rely on in battle, lying behind the barrier. All shall come in time.
To kind of distract myself a little bit and try to make it look like I'm not speaking something in my head, I'm gonna start piling all the bodies in this room in the middle to start burning them.
Okay.
I don't think I would be.
Yeah, you're still in
At
the middle
all.
chatting with Ghost.
Yeah.
Is there any way out of this cavern?
There's a way forward.
Okay. Ronan
There's
will
technically a way back.
take his blade and shine it down. I guess I see that there's like a little hallway connection where they came from.
Yes.
I will shine it down there to see if make sure there's nothing else down that hallway.
Okay.
Ghost will say to Talon,
Josh, in case you're curious, it's a $5 sign-on bonus.
Sweet. Dominoes, here I come.
For delivery drivers.
shit, fucking Fazoli's was giving away $300.
I saw that.
Got a job there. Fucking
If you got a what there?
a job.
They're going $300 sign-on bonuses?
Yeah. Garbage truck drivers get a $1,000 sign-on bonus.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of places doing 1K bonuses right now.
No, Ghost will say, me in the mirror. It was feeding on my fears. At least a part of my fears. It was saying all the negative things that are in the background. It was trying to corrupt me. This place. This place is. It has been touched by the dark. Part of the dark that has touched me is resonating.
You don't hear Talon curse much, but when he responds, you'll hear him say, as I'm sure you're already aware of, the Dreaming Dark is nothing to fuck with.
Where? I don't know what Ronan saw.
He needs help, as I'm sure you do. Consolation, reassuring, that none of this is ever going to happen again. I don't know what he saw, and I don't know what you saw exactly. But we're here, and we'll get through it.
We need to find what's causing this and put an end to it.
We need to get through it. And through that statement, you'll know Talon is more referring to himself. Like he needs this just as much as everyone else does. So.
This is what you see as you're shining light down the hallway.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even know that side was open. Got it.
We'll figure it out. We just can't give in to our fears.
If you see me having one of these experiences, feel free to try and help me out of it any way you see fit.
Same.
All right. He'll sort of familiar, cat-like nuzzle up against you, and as he does, go forward.
All right. As you guys move forward, directly in front of you, on the ground, lit by Ronan's Moonblade. Under the,
Over there.
the microwave.
Under the microwave.
You guys see a sickle on the ground.
It's worth mentioning, while he's going forward, he would be sniffing for, like, blood trails or anything.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay.
I guess since this is relying on smell, do tigers have advantage?
That's good, because that was a natural one. So that'd be a 17.
17, very good. You can definitely smell their blood trails ahead.
Okay. I would let everyone know telepathically.
Okay. Directly in front of you guys, there is a sigil on the ground that has several different markings and abyssal around it, which, Grendel, you would recognize as something akin to a summoning circle. And it's a little bit different. It's warped in some ways. It's backwards in ways it shouldn't be. It's not a circle you're familiar with, but you do kind of understand some of the components of it. Just
You
through
see
the words.
Talon with a claw out, just point at it, and then look at everyone in the party, not just you, because he doesn't know you can read Abyssal. Can anyone read this? I, unfortunately, can't.
I nod and then telepathically tell you it's a summoning circle of some sort. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Talon, go ahead and make a Arcana check for me.
Use a different die. Which one? One of the box machina die.
In the tone. Matt Mercer's.
Matt Mercer?
Yeah.
What is it? Arcana? Fuck, I have to bring my phone over, but I think it's +0. So
Yeah, it is.
It's like anywhere from a 4 to a 6, so.
Yeah, it's a 0. So,
Okay.
okay. Continue.
Huh?
You said you rolled like a 4 or a 6, yeah?
Yeah. So just absolutely nothing.
Nothing that makes any sort of sense to you. You're not particularly familiar with circles of this nature.
Okay.
Druidic magic is very
Does
different.
it seem like it's been activated?
It seems like it might have been at some point. Right now, it's a smashed pile of nonsense.
Okay.
I'm familiar with druidic magic, but this seems something entirely different. I'd be saying this on the whole party.
Something abyssal. Oh, I know.
You see Sally kneel and kind of look at it. Looks like smashed magic to me.
You're not wrong. If it is indeed abyssal. So, summoning something demonic, maybe, or...
Usually deathly, right? For abyssal.
It is very varied. Given your knowledge of the Dreaming Dark Talon, you would know that abyssal is a commonly used language among some of their higher beasts.
Okay. I'd relay that. And just sort of... I assume we're in this next room over.
You guys came from the south, so right now you're near where that smash circle is.
So we're near here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I am going to, you guys are going to see Ronan walk up to the smash circle, open his hand and put it down and cast detect on it.
Okay.
I just want to see what's
So you kneel down and kind of focus on it. And after a while, it's very faint, and you can tell that it's gone now. But faint, bright blue wisps of magic emanate from it, which you would know is the color for aberration magic.
Abjuration?
Yes.
Oh.
Don't judge me for the way I pronounce my J's.
I should know if I
No,
misheard
you're fine. I'm just being a dick.
Abjuration is defensive, like protective magic and
Aberration is typically magic that either blocks, banishes, or protects.
Okay. That's what I thought. But I don't know that. Only he does, correct? Yep.
He knows the school of magic.
Well,
You,
he
would,
said
you have a general idea of the schools. I would say any primary caster would know the schools fairly well.
and then I will put my hand back. Abjuration.
See Talon nod in acknowledgement, and then abjuration, abyssal. Does that ring any bells?
Does it ring any bells?
Not anything you've ever dealt with. I need the party just to go ahead and make general intelligence checks, please.
Okay.
I'll roll for Sally. Six.
20, not net.
Which die now?
18.
And fucking do the pipe.
Okay. 19.
You, and you recall the goblin Rundin that you captured, speaking about how goblins were being sent to Durender.
What do we do with them?
You left him tied up by the entrance.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Would I have sensed with my blind sight if he just fucked off or not? Or
How far does your bonsai sense?
I want to say 25.
Then he's far out of range.
Well, I mean, like when we were like in range of him.
I want to say you guys were 30 feet away.
Let me make sure. Well, I was until I got in range of protection spell for him.
Right. He was there at the point you cast the protection spell.
Well, I healed him, which he got up and did whatever he did, and then he had like 2 to 3 turns to do whatever he was going to do.
These 4 rounds of combat.
Which I would have been in range for at least 2 of them.
Yeah, I want to say until you would have pounced on the...
Yeah. Yeah, it's 25 feet.
Yeah. So, last you were aware, he was there.
So he stayed, even though we did all the stuff we did? For those 2 turns-ish?
You could tell that he was not able to escape the bonds during that point of time. At this point in time, you're not sure.
Okay. The bonds being the
rope that was tied around him.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. So he's gone. For sure.
You do recall he wanted the fuck out.
Yeah.
To the point he tried to kill himself.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, man, you tried to kill himself.
No, actually, you were not there for that.
Yeah, you were having your own
You were busy tripping balls.
epileptic
Yep,
episode.
mental breakdown.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
I'll check out the. Do I see his store over here?
Given the ridiculous range of light that sword gives off, yeah, you would see that there is a locked iron door.
Oh wow. Okay. His sword gives off?
Yeah, a total of 30 feet.
Yeah.
So we would be here, right?
Yeah.
A little bit further, but not much.
Yeah, this was gonna move all your guys' minis.
A little bit further than that, so we'd be on the other side, I think.
On the other side?
Yeah, I think so. Right?
Well, you guys came from the south.
Okay, so some of us would be on the other side.
Yeah,
some
you
of
guys, you
us,
guys are
okay.
basically surrounding the circle.
Surrounding it, yeah.
Yeah, that's very pointy.
When you say south, we came from this direction?
Yes. Yeah, south, based on that.
Based on, okay.
He has fucked off.
So yes, there is a locked iron door down there, Grindel.
I knock on it.
Down this way.
Do I hear anything on the other side? I'm gonna telepathically ask Ghost, can you open this?
I'll slide up next to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure it's not trapped first.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That is a 24.
It does appear to be locked and trapped.
Oh, great. Is it a magical trap or a mechanical trap?
It is a mechanical trap.
We'll attempt to disarm it.
Can I help him?
Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
I am proficient with sleight of hand.
That's a different tool. So
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
go ahead and make a thieves' tools check.
That's just my dex plus my proficiency, right?
Yes.
Zone now, boys.
Come
That's a
on.
25.
All right. So, a little reinvigorated by your success in combat, and by Talon's words to you, you find your hands are no longer shaking.
Yeah.
And so you manage to slowly rotate, and you cut the rope and you hear a thwing, and something impacts the door.
Just kind of smile.
It's a fucking shotgun trap.
I will
It
attempt
was
to
a
pick
thing.
it.
All right, go ahead and make another check for me.
Let's see. 22.
Another few moments standing there at the door, and you guys hear, and the lock disengages.
Yeah.
Spin my fucking lockpicks.
They're fucking smoking.
That'll do, Bessie. That'll do.
Just like, is there a knob or like a latch?
No, it's like a vault.
Oh,
Oh shit.
great.
It was that fucking.
If you had known that, I think you would have rolled worse.
Probably.
No. I mean, it's not like he has ever walked up on an open jail cell door and tried
Yeah,
to kick it.
tried to kick the shit out of it. Yeah. Well, the first D&D character, everybody. I go right this way.
Okay. You guys hear goes. You hear the unlatching sound of the vault mechanism, and the door slowly.
Gun up behind my shield. I'm gonna rush the room to see if I see anything.
Grendel sprints into the room. You see a number of bookshelves laden up. Excuse me, and a few chests. And a collection of about 12 arrows stuck into the other side of the door.
All right.
So like this side.
Yes.
Got it.
Are there any
Judging from what Ghost was doing, this was probably the thunk you guys heard as he disengaged the trap.
Are there
Okay.
any lights in here, or sconces lit, or anything like that?
There are a few sconces lit around the walls, yes.
I will put my sword away
Okay.
and pull out my shield.
It does go into dim light, but you guys are still able to see.
Is this like a pretty dusty room or anything?
Yes, it is. It's fairly dusty in here.
Okay. So who's leading?
I will.
Okay, I'll follow.
Yeah, I'll move the map real quick.
Like right here.
It's fine.
How far do you want to go into there?
I'm gonna just take a quick sweep of the room, make sure there's nothing undead or
Where's that
dangerous.
check for me?
Right at the first part of it.
$15.
You feel the earth beneath your feet begin to rumble as the maw and head of an undead dragon,
An undead dragon.
undead dragon, pokes up from beneath the sand. And then you realize that you're hallucinating and this does not happen.
You see my gun just go away from my head for a second.
Oh, okay.
This is just me giving you guys a heart attack for 2 weeks straight.
Well,
Okay.
I just yell clear and
Who's following?
just start looking around.
You.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll bring up the rear.
So you're like
Okay, rogue instincts
here.
are kicking in. I want to immediately go over to the
Up there, so
chest.
you would be here.
okay.
Just gonna kind of like look around it. Does this look trapped?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Just double checking everything. Is that what you're
It's
doing?
like, this is suspicious.
Surprise! Everything in the room's a mimic.
Come on, rogue.
The room's a mimic.
The room's a mimic. Fucking the wiliest coyote.
We're all dead.
17.
17. The chest does not appear to be trapped, and the lock on it has been corroded off.
Oh.
For the second time today, Ronan will
Corroded by
cast
Some type of acid.
or use Divine Sense.
Okay.
So
You
within
set
60
off Divine Sense. You do not get a ping.
just gonna like lean back and check the chest open.
Squeak! And the chest opens, and you see a small amount of goods inside.
What type of goods?
You see a sword, some type of circlet, and a small stash of gold.
No necklace of fireballs?
There does not appear to be any necklaces.
It'll be bought. Don't worry.
For 9 million gold pieces.
We'll call those two over. Actually, I'll just call everybody over. We're all in here. I'll hold the sword out to him.
I will take the sword and
Just hold the circlet up.
try to identify.
What does the circlet look like?
Great question. Let me look it up.
Ah, it's a circlet of fireballs.
Yoink! We have the paladin cornered.
Everybody gets one.
Suckers. I have you grouped.
Oh, there's no picture.
But also, is it a long sword, short sword?
Rewarded, and we're all in one place. Smite, smite, smite.
Sorry, D&D Beyond
You
does
can't
not have
have
pictures, so
pizza?
I'm looking one up.
Huh?
Okay, if I have a pizza.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
What is it there for?
No.
It appears to be a bunch of very
Yeah, there's
thin,
plates
interwoven
over there.
bands that don't form a full ring. There's a little space open in the back. It's almost similar to like a diadem kind of look.
Oh, okay. What's on the front of it?
They actually just come to a slight point. There's no jewel or gem or anything emblazoned to it.
Okay. I would grab it and hold it up to me, but like I would look at Grendel as like, do you want this or?
You see a tiger holding a.
I act like it's coronation and bend my knee so he puts it on my head.
You are kinged by a tiger.
By the Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Fucking
Tiger King.
get it right. Get it right. Rocks fall. Everybody dies.
Except the tiger, because
You
I
guys
got
just hear, just hear Grendel cackling as he dies.
Oh my goodness.
What does the sword look like?
Thank you. I forgot all about that. I was going to mention that. Somebody got really interested in a circle.
There's some Cenobites over there. If you guys want some Cenobites.
Might get some pizza in a second here.
Please eat the Cenobites.
That's all right.
I got them for everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
You too, Mark. Have a Cenobite.
No, you I can already tell by your face that you sprinkled cocaine on that.
So fucking good.
I will never unsee that.
Cinnamon and
So
something they're not gonna notice.
it is a longsword. It is. Oh, so sorry. Short sword. I misspoke.
Short sword.
My bad.
True.
It is a long black blade. And the metal is weird. It's some kind of weird arcane alloy. You guys can see the wisps of magical energy emanating from it. Beyond that, you're not really sure.
We don't have identify.
No, we don't.
No wizard.
Yeah, kind of a blade guy over here.
Hater.
I thought you were a bow guy, Mr. Dex Paladin.
Yeah. I mean, you're a longsword kind of guy, though, aren't you?
If I take a short sword, I can actually have a higher chance of hitting.
Well, the longsword that I gave him scales off Dex because
Yeah.
it's an artifact.
An artifact.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's just see what it is. Let's wait till we identify to see if I want it or not.
He's the one that could use it the best, I think.
Yeah.
Besides, maybe you.
Yeah, I can sneak attack with short swords.
Yep, yep.
It's a finesse weapon,
Yep.
isn't it?
Well,
Yeah, short sword is a
weapons.
finesse weapon.
It's finesse. We'll see what it does.
Yeah,
We'll see what it does.
See what it does.
Yeah. We'll see what it does. We'll see what the circlet does, too.
And you want the diadem?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Who's taking the gold?
What gold?
He's the one that opened it. Fucking rogue.
There's a fee to opening every chest. Okay?
I put my
Finder's fee.
on the line here.
Every time I have to crack a lock on something that we shouldn't have any business fucking with, I put my life at risk. There's a policy here.
All right, how much gold was there? I'm not a greedy cat.
Yes, you
I
are.
just like to be the first one to open things.
108 golden lions.
8 golden lions. All right. There's
So that's good. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
everyone gets 20. I get 28.
Wait, whoa.
I found it. I divvied it.
Now, hold on. About it. We can negotiate.
You're the one that had gold right now.
Come on now.
It's true.
It's gonna pay for the therapy.
He's literally just handing out gold. We haven't counted
Guys,
it.
Yeah, you counted it.
Come on, guys. Who was there to pick him up in his time of fetal and sobbing?
I slid.
It was this guy.
I slid the
Whoa,
individual
whoa.
tiles, and mine's already in the bag.
Okay.
Fucking idea.
No, physically, who picked him up?
But mentally, who picked you up?
Okay.
That's
okay.
fair. You're probably still seeing people's dead bodies.
So listen,
in the fucking place.
you get 24, I get 24, which turns into 22 because I split my portion with him. See, it's a pyramid.
You
scheme.
have no idea that.
Best 2 gold I've ever
Who's the
argued
one
for.
that exists on this trip solely to guide you all through the mountains?
Grendel. Okay, so Grendel gets it.
To be fair, you never saw my pile.
I'm just.
It was already in 5.
Everyone's vexed.
It was already
at
in
the moment
4
God's
piles.
getting
I'm
divvied.
gonna take one from Land's book and look around at the books.
All right.
Not actually from Land's book. Fuck that book.
That book did nothing wrong.
I would also like to look at the books on the shelf.
All right, both of you go ahead and make investigation checks.
I would also like to. Oh yeah, I can't see.
Well, right now you could.
21.
Well, true. So can I?
If you'd like to.
You can see
Sure.
right now?
As a
It's a
cat.
tiger.
I was a cat.
Yeah, when I'm wild
That's
shaped,
right.
I
Do
can.
you know how to read?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just braille.
Now,
Ah,
Like, were you born blind?
No.
Okay. Dirty 20.
30, 20,
21.
21.
So what is this? Perception?
Investigate.
Investigation.
Shit.
Plus 0.
And just like
Fucking mobile, dude.
hazard pay.
Investigation. Nope, that's a 10.
So you guys spend some time pouring through them, and you could tell these are definitely books that the Goblin crew has likely stolen from different travelers and merchants that have tried to go through the mountain pass.
Okay.
It's a weird collection of ledgers and journals mostly. You guys do find a couple books that are giving histories, mostly of the land of the Crocknock Range. And you, Grendel, do find a book that is all about the Evier family.
A what?
Ooh.
The Evier family.
I know who that is.
Talon does know who that is.
I know all about who that is.
How do you spell that?
Evier.
2 R's.
Is it?
At least what you gave me.
I could very well be wrong. Pulling up my World Anvil page.
That was ages ago, though, so you might have changed it.
I might have changed it.
It was 2
Or I might
R's.
just pronounce it weird. Third families.
oh, why is that still there?
Okay, yeah, no, it's yeah, no, just 1 R.
Okay.
I could have changed it.
With books and a chest with. Because Ghost handed it out, and my notes will say unknown amount of gold.
You got 20.
No, I'm putting what was in the chest.
Oh, yeah.
Unknown amount of gold that he was nice enough to share.
But briefly glancing at the book, you see that it covers the lords of the house from the years of 2600 to 2672.
Anything interesting happen during that time frame? Like in
Does
the
he want
book?
to sit down and read the book?
Yeah, I want to sit down and read the book. Fuck yeah. That's what 21. I
26 what? The last
2600 to 2672.
2600,
How
2672.
much time would that take?
Let's say we should have.
It depends on how thoroughly you want to read the book.
It's up
Take
to
a
you.
short rest.
Yeah, if you want to sit,
rest
I'll
is
say
an
if you want
hour.
to sit down for an hour and read the book.
Yeah, I just want to know like if there's anything like crazy in the ledger. Like if it's 2600 to 2672, are there any like unforced, like say King took over 2610 and then new King took over 2611 due to unforeseen.
If you want to take a short rest,
Yes,
I will read you my page summary.
Yes, 100%. One moment.
Okay.
Drop some phone.
No, I thought I was playing footsies with someone.
Oh.
Well, now that you say it,
Now you are.
And
It was a speaker.
Maggie just looks over.
dude, that was in Suicide Squad.
Meg pops up from under
Was
the table.
it?
Yeah.
I knew I knew it from somewhere.
It was in the new Suicide Squad. I saw it, and when I saw it, I instantly just thought about Josh. I was like,
All right. So as you guys all sit down, who is holding the blade, by the way?
I think he is.
Okay. Just good to know.
And I got the
Yeah, the helmet.
circlet.
The
I didn't.
circlet.
look.
All right.
I am the Tiger King.
So you find the Emir family has, since their creation, become known for their refusal to back down, and far more for their pride and their persistence. And while it is not truly their house words, in Dallin, you would know more than Ronan, but each house does have a specific creed or specific mantra. So while not their mantra, they do often use the phrase, "Better a loyal bastard than a cowardly prince." So starting in the year of 2600, they were headed by Lord Willem, who was a rich and ambitious young man. He managed to charge and clear much of the Krognock Range, the land beyond the mountains, of goblins and beasts that were within much of the caverns. He offered a price for goblin heads and paid several dwarven scouting parties more than a few gold coins. Once the mines were cleared, he took it over and managed the business, quickly turning a profit on rare gems and materials. 5 years after he had cleared the nearest mountains, he declared himself lord, to the astonishing cheer of nearby dwarven clans, seeing as he was the only man who would prop them up and give them back the mountain. It wasn't until ages later that they would come to understand his intent for what it really was. Nevertheless, his greed, such as it was, did bring growth and expansion to the Krognock Range, and to this day his promise of 5 golden lions per goblin head holds in any kingdom. He married Daria the Bold and had 2 boys, Lucian and Peter, who would later come to be known as Peter the Odd. His son Lucian took over his throne in the year 2644. Being raised in the comfort and knowledge of his family's legacy, Lucian was raised being told and sure that he would expand his family. And as most well known, I'm so sorry. I had a typo here and now I'm confused about my sentence.
Yeah, I've done that.
Oh, sorry. And is most well known for having expanded his family by marrying off several of his daughters to Lord Theo of House Riverwood, making them both the only major 2 houses in Terraton to have an interhouse marriage. Which actually does mean something to you, Ronan, as you recall seeing many of the guards in the tower were exceptionally well armed, and understanding that House Evier is responsible for much of the kingdom's gold kind of helps click how these 2 houses were interconnected, one being political power and one being monetary wealth. He was often thought of as a cold and unapproachable man, and as such punished those who crossed him most harshly. However, he was sure to take care of his family members, with the slight exception of his brother, whom he often argued with over the question of his elven wife. Lord Ares took over the family in 2672. Inheriting his lordship at the age of 49, Lord Ares is a man fairly set in his ways and is known to be just as hard and calculative as his father. While he was not known to be cruel to her, there are several rumors speculating around the fact that his wife, Liza, has given him 4 children, all sons: Othmere, Jared, Jackson, and Samwise. Nevertheless, between the mines and the marriage of his sister to House Riverwood, House Evier has grown to be far more, in a way, the richest house in Terraton.
Those sons aren't legitimate. Just saying.
Can you send me that page?
I should be able to.
Yeah, that was a lot that I'm not going to be able to write down.
You asked to read a book. I don't know what you
Yeah,
expect.
yeah, it's just a lot for me not to be able to write down. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Buddy's got a question about his bloodlines. Somebody was knocking Mrs. Evier. Somebody, oh God, it was the stable boy.
You would also know their family goes by the name of the Lions or the Golden Death.
Lions or Golden Death?
And their mantra is by our might.
This family rules which.
They rule the Crocknot Grange.
Oh, right. That is a lion. I was looking for the lion. I'm like, where's the lion?
Yeah, more specifically, the Crocknot Grange technically includes the mountain range as well, but mostly covers this land.
Gotcha.
Lore. While going through the process of reading this book, Grendel, you come to discover and become attuned to the circlet that you're wearing, which is a circlet of human perfection. Ronan, you become attuned to and are aware that the blade you are holding is an Archeon blade.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, that was really loud.
What was the other one?
A circlet of human perfection.
Archeon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Archeon blade. You guys want to get a pizza? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Go ahead and add that to my equipment. I may want to pass that off to
Just
somebody.
occurs to me if anybody's watching this, they just sat there and watched me read off my own lore for a good 10 minutes.
Spell it again?
The family name?
No.
Oh, the blade?
Yeah. A-R-C-H.
Acheron.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Sorry, Mike.
A-C-H.
And-
Acheron.
And it's the short
I
sword.
like the way I said it better.
God damn it, my word.
I don't know what to do with this.
Hey, whatever you want with it.
Why? Why
It says the circlet chooses.
Oh, they chooses the one? I must not have read that closely enough.
Yeah, I don't choose anything. I just suddenly look.
Let me double check on that.
Here, Mike. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Go figure. Okay. So, you don't really notice much of anything. As you guys are watching Ronan read this book, you guys look over. Grendel is gone. In his place sits a 6'2" human with long brown hair and vibrant green eyes.
Is it Alvin?
Human.
Human?
Is Grindel's mask on?
I'm just cleaning my gun.
Are you still wearing the mask?
No, I don't always wear it.
It has Grendel's equipment and is cleaning his gun.
I'm the same exact height. My height did not change.
Oh, go figure out it listed a random fucking height.
Interesting. Sounds interesting.
I'll let the party deal with that.
I'm just like,
Grendel Ghost is suddenly pointing a crossbow at you.
I snap the yeah, I just cock my gun. I'm like, telepathically, what are you doing?
why do you look different?
I don't. I've always looked like this. Do you just not look at me?
Do I hear this conversation?
No.
You hear half of this
one side.
conversation.
You hear me just go, why do you look different?
And I'll just, you know, when you're reading a book and you just kind of like glance up to see what's happening. I look up and I glance and see Ghost pointing the crossbow.
At someone you've never seen.
And then I look over at what he's pointing at, like the slow horror movie look, like. And then once I see that it's some 6'2" human blonde,
The height's same, apparently.
That's the exact same height that I was before.
I will rush him with the new blade I have just received.
Okay, then I'm gonna need everybody who wants to go ahead and roll initiative.
No, I don't want to. I'm not gonna attack him.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm just rushing over.
You said you were rushing him with the blade.
Rushing over to him with the blade, and I'm just gonna draw it at him, so it's at full guard.
Okay, Grendel, how are you reacting to Ronan shoving a blade in your face?
I just point my gun at him. What is going on? Why?
Oh shit!
You watch Sally.
This is in your head, too.
slowly-
We're gonna grab the bar stool.
Sally probably never even looked at me. She's probably like, that's a human over there. He's been with us. What are you guys doing?
I count half elf, Kalashar, human, and cat.
I like reach in my bag and pull out like just a small steel mirror and just be like, hold it up to you.
I open my mouth. Do I see a tongue?
Actually, you would see a tongue, yes.
Can I speak?
Great question.
You have a tongue, you can speak.
It says it transforms the attuned wearer, so yeah, you can actually talk. What the blind guy can see, and the tongueless man can talk. Welcome to the miracle campaign.
I think that's something he would have noticed right away. Now that I think about it, he 100% would have noticed.
if I really-
The instant his tongue grew back, he'd be like, "What?"
My singing career, it's your turn. Fuck, it's
Can I surmise this is because of the circlet?
You know, that's the thing that most changed in the past hour.
I immediately take it off and try to unattune to it because I swore an oath.
It's so weird. Because it says it transforms you. Oh no, removing the circle ends the effect. Okay. So as soon as you take it off, Grendel is once again standing before you.
I just toss it on the ground.
What?
Someone can have that.
What the fuck?
I pick it up.
I think your cat would have dropped him at this point, but
Okay.
I believe so because you can't hold it. Can you hold it for more than an hour?
2 hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, 2 hours. You still have it then. Oh, also you guys have taken short rest. Anybody who wants to restore hit points and all that.
Interesting.
Technically, it just needs a humanoid to attune to it.
Yeah. What if you don't mind the circlet changing your age, gender, skin color, hair color, or voice?
You know, things happen.
If I put it on, what happens?
I don't.
It turns him into a human.
Well,
His race changes.
because it says it has to be a humanoid.
Yeah, but it turns them. It makes them look like a human.
Oh no, yeah. Well, if you put it on his talent, it would. I don't think anything happens if you put it on his cat.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You wouldn't be able to.
Circlet transforms Satoon wearer into an attractive human of average height and weight. Circlet chooses the physical characteristics of its form, such as age, gender, skin color, hair color, and voice. So essentially, you can just go, no, I don't like that either.
Yeah, you hit
I don't like that
randomizer on
either.
your character creator for a few minutes.
Yeah,
I see.
Talon becomes this gorgeous woman.
Maybe.
with a really deep voice.
Hey, what's up, guys? I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Would depend on 30 minutes to attune?
The
Or is
short
it an
rest.
hour?
So
An hour. Okay.
Ronald will just continue going through this book. He will go right back to the book.
all right.
If we need to go back into the tower, that would be helpful.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Only one of us can go in though. And I surely can't.
Why?
Unless I wear it,
As you are now.
as I am now.
All right. So, circlet and blade thus gained, and book thus gained. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna leave the room and kind of survey the area, or survey and see which would be, if there are any more paths outside of the one we came from.
There's the one you came from. There's a path to the north of the broken circle. And then directly north where you guys are right now, there is a cave-in.
Cave-in. Okay, then we'll back towards the broken circle and over the broken circle and
Yep.
Okay. Traveling up. Branches off.
So-
There's a path to the left and the right.
so we would be here. What do you guys want the marching order to be? I'm gonna go first because I've got my shield out.
He said he was first, but I don't know if that was just for the.
No, it's just for the room.
Yep, for the
Okay.
room. Okay.
So then I will go
Second, I
first.
guess.
Second.
You sure you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skillet would probably be towards the front.
That's good. Yeah. Marching order 2 deep. Where you want to be, Grindel?
Wherever I naturally go.
Guys with shields up front.
For
Scouts up
sure.
Yeah, that went well last time.
Yeah.
Look.
Right now we're keeping you protected.
Okay, I'm fine now.
Are you?
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
True.
I mean, maybe we do, maybe we don't.
Maybe some of us care about your well-being and want to be there for you.
Do you though? You really care about me?
Mike, we stopped killing because of you. How dare you? We are good people now.
I wouldn't go that far.
As I rub.
That just doesn't happen overnight.
As I'm reloading my gun.
Do I have to kill a cat tonight?
As one of you is holding the blade recently.
Whoa, what guys?
So, telepathically, Brendan's going to ask you what this is.
Well, what does?
The sword.
Oh, his normal sword?
His new sword.
Oh, his...
The Acheron blade.
oh, okay. I didn't know that was a blade.
Yeah, that was a short sword you guys were discussing.
Oh, okay.
And then he will reply.
It is actually pronounced Acheron. Because it's actually
Archeon.
He would know.
it's also the name of a person from a book series.
He would know.
It allows me to cause people to feel dreadful
Blizzard tag.
or less confident upon hitting them with it. It also gives me a little more. I got
Do you have
a
to
little more life.
Do you have to deattune to the moon?
I only have 2 things attuned to me right now. I can attune to. Oh my gosh, this goes exactly where I needed it to go. Very good. Oh, my next mini's gonna be sweet.
Left hand.
This is gonna go well.
Yeah. Yeet.
Can't use the shield with it though.
That's okay. That is okay. but I'm not going to have the Akron played out right now. I'm going to have the shield out. You said we can go left or right?
Yep.
Is there anything obstructing view if I look left? Into that
You
room?
see into what might be a barracks.
Okay.
No door.
No door.
Hodor?
Hodor.
There's no Hodor.
Hold the door. I'm sad.
Now you're sad.
I'm gonna tap Grindor and nod right.
Okay. Telepathically, I assume you want me to lead.
Yes.
I proceed to do that.
All right.
Which way?
Into the barracks.
Okay.
This way?
Isn't that what you said?
I nodded right.
Oh, you nodded right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going this way?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go on that way.
Okay.
I peek into the barracks.
You see several disheveled and long disused beds, very dusty, a few cobwebs.
It's gross.
From these beds were not rocking recently.
Disgusting. Oh, thought of
Even I
goblins.
didn't sleep there.
All right.
So
They got
I'm
reproduced
gonna,
somehow.
I guess we will.
I'll go to the crossroads right there and take a look right and left to see if I see anything.
Looking right, you see the other side of the caved-in wall. Apologies. Looking left, you see a huge open room with several cages in it.
Is there anything alive in this room?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I'm so good at stuff today. 13.
That's far you can tell.
Well, crap. Okay, I don't think there's anything in there, so I'm gonna walk in.
Okay.
How far?
Slowly until something happens.
Slow
That's up
creep.
to you then.
As you,
Can I sneak?
if you'd like to,
I would like to.
as you get towards, well, stealth rolls are different.
Oh, yeah.
Roll whenever
Yeah,
something might
fair.
detect you. That's all right. That's why I'm here. And to tell stories. As you walk forward, just past where the first cage sits.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing seems to happen.
Would we be following or no?
It's up to you all.
Okay.
Yeah, oh no, I'm in that bitch. Let's do it.
All right. We're all going.
I'm going with my boy.
Is
G.
everybody else stealthing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
If he is, then yeah.
Okay.
Wait. No, I already used it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I did, yeah. Wait,
Uh,
what's that?
If he is stealthing, I would use pass without trace.
Okay.
Let me make sure. I think I have a second level spell slot.
Are you subspelling it, or
I don't have that ready, so no.
you don't pass without a trace ready? You mean?
No, I do have pass without trace.
Okay.
thought you used subtle spell earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used both.
Oh, you only got 2 level sorcerers? Sorcerer?
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
so
no,
it's a sorcery point each time.
Mm-hmm.
And he only, at level 2 sorcerer, he only has 2 sorcerers.
So I can pass without trace, but it's not subtle.
That's cool.
Okay.
Fuck it. Do it.
Okay.
Yo, fuck yeah, let's do it. We're sneaking.
Alright. You guys reach the center of the room. Nothing seems to happen.
And is there anything in these cages, or are they just empty cages?
These cages are empty. Half of them have been busted open.
Oh,
From the inside or outside?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I would like to help with that, because I'm proficient. You have
Okay.
advantage. I love you, Mark.
Does anyone have inspiration?
No, those are
You
all
guys have used up your inspiration for the day.
25.
Yeah.
25. Did Tell use your
Advantage.
inspiration?
No, she doesn't. She's still got a horseman.
Okay. Just worth noting.
I know. I've had that on the back burner.
These cages appear to have been busted open from the outside.
From the outside?
Something was getting in
From
these
the
cages.
outside?
So something yanked these motherfuckers and like.
Something punched a hole in.
Oh, so they.
Oh my god.
Oh, the joy. Is there anything left behind, like some type of
Like
resin?
blood or
Any
anything?
phones?
So whatever punched this thing didn't even get a scratch from punching through bars. That's crazy.
Can I tell what kind of bones? Humanoid or animal?
Sure, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Medicine.
Am I proficient? No.
I was gonna ask. Hold on.
Talon, you are proficient.
I am.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to help then.
Seriously, these cards are like the best thing I've ever made.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend you actually use them.
21.
Just because they're nice to have. Just a suggestion. 21. They appear to be goblin bones.
I shrug.
Something was eating goblins? Was it like the whole Return of the Jedi, that thing down in the beginning? It's just...
Oh, the Rancor?
Yeah.
Somewhat similar.
Okay. Okay. All right. I don't like this.
Okay.
And that's multiple or just that one?
Multiple.
Looks like there's 2 and then
Oh
2.
shit. Okay.
Sorry, I was busy blocking all those fucking numbers so they can't call me.
Hey, so while we're in this room, like while we're in here, is there something that we can see down that way, or is that just cut off?
No, there's another path down that way.
Can you
What
scroll
can
us
we
up
see?
a bit? Or do we want to go head back, seeing that there's more ways this way? Do we want to go back to the barracks and look around?
Ghost looked around the barracks.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, so there's another. There are 2 new paths.
3.
Yeah. Well, 3. Yeah.
3.
Yeah, there's this path up here, this path right here, and possibly something beyond it, and this path over here.
Do I hear any activity down any one of the paths?
Make a perception check.
Guys, do we want to?
It's between you two, honestly, because you're the leader, but you're the hunter leader.
I hate to say this.
Come on.
Do we want to split up?
No.
Do it. Big boy choices.
You owe me $1.
Oh, come on.
You don't hear jack shit.
Do we want to do it, guys? Do we want to split the party up?
Fuck it. Split it.
Fuck it, no.
Split it. All right, what are you two votes? He says no, I say yes.
I already went off once by myself.
Okay, how about we have one group go down this
That's what I'm
path,
saying.
the other one go down
We
this
don't have to
path.
go, 5 separate ways. We can just split up in a group of 2.
Personally, I'm already not thrilled we're here at all. I think it's better if the party stick together.
Okay. That's 2
So
2 for no.
I'm automatically outvoted then.
Hold on, we still have 2. Our votes matter now.
I don't mind splitting.
That's 2 and 2.
I already split before,
That's 2 and 2.
but that was a bad experience.
So what is your final say?
I don't.
Ghost, what are the odds there's another bad experience in this place?
Okay. I don't think you would, but let's see.
He does have a twist back about it.
1 through 10 is no.
That's all I did tell him.
Is yes. It's a 3.
So,
No.
That's a no. It was almost a 19.
As-
We're outvoted.
we're all voted. Then we'll take the right together, and the other 3 will go.
The other 3 will go to with them.
Okay.
As the person that wants to see this have an end to the story, it's a good thing you guys are sticking together. As the DM, I really want to see it split up.
All right, so I guess we are going
This way.
this way. Yep.
Yep.
You want to go down the narrow corridor again?
So me.
We want to be front back.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Damn it.
let's have.
I rolled a second time to see if I actually listened to myself.
Okay.
Listen to yourself.
I did. Son of a bitch.
We're heading that way.
I was gonna do the curious cat thing again, but no.
Meow.
We're heading
Fuck
that way.
you.
So, as you guys
Oh, that doesn't.
Oh wow!
Look on this
I didn't know we. I didn't know we were running that far. I thought we were.
this is what you're seeing as you guys look in.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay. No, that's good.
Entrance, the entrance.
No, that's good. That's good.
disconcerting as
First
all.
part. First part.
Yeah, right.
What? Good.
Back to where
Well,
we were.
honestly, you would be first part of it, so it's your call.
I am constantly on the lookout for activity.
All right, everybody, I need you to go ahead and make stealth checks.
Here we go.
Add pass without a trace.
If I'm helping him, is it a perception or stealth?
Oh no, this is for something else. This isn't for him to see stuff.
Oh, shit.
This is because
Okay.
there's something that might sense you.
Is my pass without trace still
Yes,
active?
pass without trace is still up.
Okay. Oh my fucking god. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
This is gonna be fucking.
Kelly, what do you get? Oh god.
We are so fucked.
Oh.
We are so.
No, we're good. We're good.
Come on.
We're good. Don't worry. We're fucking good.
What's my stalls? Please.
It's plus 10 also, because pass without
So
trace.
16 total.
Sally's got a 17 total.
I roll for Skelly. I got 25.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought I was picking
How?
her. Because I got a 15 and
Oh,
pass
okay,
without
okay.
trace.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about pass without trace. I was confused. I was like, she has a plus 0. How'd you
Don't you discount my pass without trace?
Okay, so 16, 25, 40.
Natural 20.
Those 10s never existed.
Natural 19
I got-
plus 10 plus 11.
Grendel got 34.
Oh my gosh. Haven't heard that in a while. 18.
So despite Talon and Ronan most likely having been hurt by something, or by these particular creatures anyway, the rest of you are so fucking quiet you managed to negate the sounds, or at least pass them off as sounds of the cave naturally. Now, Grendel,
I like
go
40
ahead and make your
burger,
perception check.
40 burger ghost.
Were you going to assist him in that?
And what?
His perception check.
Yes.
I'm over there shoving rubber under their feet as their feet going by.
Is it based off smelling or hearing?
If you'd like to be.
What is it?
Thank you,
It can
Vax
be.
Dice.
Okay.
It can be based off
Then
that.
yeah,
It can be
it
based
is.
Okay.
Because I get advantage if it's
Okay,
smelling
okay.
or hearing. So.
Boy.
Yeah, this is, you can use any of 3 senses.
Okay.
16.
16. You guys start moving through, and kind of as 3 of your party, miraculously, including the Goliath, manage to help cover you.
How far into this?
Pretty much where you're at,
Oh, okay.
just as you reach this point. Grendel, you kind of are looking and peering in, and Talon, as you walk up, and the smell of sulfur hits you.
I already know what this is above table,
You don't know.
but I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah. I do know, because fuck you.
You would recognize the... Actually, you might actually recognize this. Go ahead and make a quick... What would this count as? Where's my list at?
Is it smelling or hearing?
I have to see. Where'd I put it? I know I have this. Who the fuck knows where I put it, though? Monster Info, that's what I was looking for. Since these are those, make an Arcana or Religion check for me.
If you do religion, I can have help with that.
Okay. It's, okay. Yeah.
Religion?
Yeah.
You have advantage.
Which dice?
No, don't do this. Because you know I'm going to say Percy.
Come on.
Percy and Grog.
Percy and Grog.
I'll have no, I have a
Oh my god, Grog rolled natural 1. Yeah, so it's an 8, even with advantage.
You know that smell is most commonly associated with fiends. You can't tell what kind.
I bet I can.
I'm proud of you for knowing what this is.
Yeah. I wouldn't warn anyone, because I don't know what it...
How did... There's so many creatures that could have been.
Yeah,
Then you just... I'm impressed with you.
Okay, above table, fuck you, but, you know... But in this room, I don't think I would warn anyone, because I don't know what it is.
Nope, Talon doesn't know.
Well, I'm still going to be sneaking. I'm going to start heading forward.
You guys would know that you're fairly sneaky right now.
How far?
Until I see something.
Do we see whatever these things are?
It's fairly dark in this room.
Like
I have the moon blade out.
there are two tiny. You're sneaking with the moonblade.
Oh no, sorry. Are we done with this?
No,
Like,
we're sneaking.
We are still sneaking,
okay,
so
then I will.
That would be sheathed.
I was saying, you have a different tactic there.
Yeah.
I'm sneaking. It's Gandalf in the Mines of Moria. It's a fucking Gandalf in the Mines of Moria. We're being sneaky.
God, I don't understand why they keep finding us.
It's even worse than the clank, clank, clank of armor.
yeah.
Do you have dark vision?
Blind. He has blind.
Well, I have blind vision
Blind sense.
or
You
blind
don't, 'cause
sense.
you're
Yeah.
human.
This is true.
So it's just
The
us.
Goliath is not.
It's just us.
As far as normal
I
sight,
do. This might help. I have a potion of comprehension.
I don't know if that helps, but blind sight, tremors, and movements and walls and shit.
You know what?
It helps.
You can't. Ronan is going to.
Okay, real quick.
Look, I'm just trying to find out if
There
I
are
can see
two
what those
tiny
things are.
pinpricks of light. Not enough to be a torch. But they do seem to be flickering in some way.
Uh-huh.
Don't you say a word.
I would like to get just a little bit closer because I have dark
Grendel's
vision.
going forward too.
Okay.
I'm going along the wall.
Now I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, how far into there?
So you guys get about 10 feet in.
Oh, cool. This is cool.
I've done.
Life's great. We cannot be surprised.
Right here.
You cannot.
Right here and right here.
That's okay though, because you guys rolled 9,000 on your stealth check.
Holy shit.
God damn it!
And I will point out the time. I might have to leave.
I understand. You can actually pause on.
Forgot you had to
Content
leave.
creator now.
Okay,
I think so.
I might do that.
I think they
We'll see how
enabled
people
that.
feel.
I forgot you had. No, it's fine. I just forgot. And I rolled shit on initiative
Oh,
too.
I went that way.
I did too. Well,
This is gonna be bad.
Megan did well.
Oh, fuck.
How many spells you guys got left?
Not many.
I still have the one.
I've used a lot of my
What
shit.
is that? What is
About what that is.
that?
We did do a short rest, right?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can do a short rest.
Okay.
Do you
I
get sorcery points back on a short rest?
forgot to do
I believe you
that.
do.
No,
I
you
get
don't.
wild shape and I get, I think, my
Hit that, so I
feet
got
stuff
Fuck me.
back on short rest.
This is so horrible.
not social points. That's so long.
And I just
Correct.
did math wrong. Oh my god, it's even worse than I thought.
All right. Ronan.
13.
Oh, fuck yeah.
13 for you?
Talon.
What
Oh
happened?
my god. So 7.
Uh-oh.
13.
Guys!
Who's running Grendel and Sally, by the way?
Yeah, when Mark leaves.
I guess I'll run one.
I assume he's gonna have to leave soon.
I think we should just pause.
We can just pause.
We'll finish up the initiative and then we'll pause.
Yeah.
I think we should
Fine.
pause. We are so fucked.
Sally.
I think she would have used her this
Inspiration?
on Ronan.
Okay.
Of course, you still beat me now. God damn it! That's fair.
Sorry, I should have said that whenever he said it, but she got 16.
What is the number on the
Ghost?
card?
10.
21.
Oh, that puts me to 23.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what'd you get, Ghost?
21.
Okay.
We are
You
fucked.
wait till I get advantage on fucking initiative.
Sorry. He was.
Alright.
I guess Talon was. I think.
What do we see?
Can I use it on the slowest? Whoever got the lowest roll.
You can use it on her.
I
If
think
you
that would-
see them, you can use it on whoever you want.
So you got an 8.
7.
You got. Okay. I don't want him to go that far behind. So yeah. Sorry. I'm switching up, but yeah. So 17 for him.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck we're looking at.
Danger. That's what we're looking at.
I like to know what danger.
Danger, Will Robinson.
We're looking at
danger.
if shit's bad, we're leaving.
I really want
Where are we
to.
going? Because it looks like I have wings. If I'm just being honest.
They can only fly so much in an enclosed
Oh, so says the Flash. Says the fucking Flash.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
I really want to play this out. Fuck.
So I'll tell you right now. Ghost goes first.
Yeah, I go first.
very fucking narrowly.
Oh, okay. Wow.
The hellhounds are immediately after you.
Okay.
Oh, they're
I
hellhounds.
got something for that.
Oh, we got something sweet for that.
Hellhounds aren't that bad.
What's is there
What's
some-
the other thing?
Yeah, what's the other thing? What's
Unclear.
Unclear.
Just a Balrog, I don't know.
All right. Well, unfortunately, everybody at home, we are out of time, so we're gonna have to call it there. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you all next week.